Okay, let's talk through all these golf events that you have coming up.
Gabby, I'm glad you asked. Got my calendar right here. July 17th at Red Run, and then July 31st, I have the American Golf outing for the Cancer Society.
I also have the American Cancer Society golf outing on the 31st, and also I got yours on the 18th, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
Whoa, boys, these are a lot of events and golf outings.
Well, you want me to miss my own golf tournament?
Gabby, they're all great calls.
I mean, this is...
Hold on. I got this. Guys, I got this. Don't worry about it. Hold on a second.
He always says
Hey guys, thanks for coming so fast. How are ya? Remember the guys from Randy Wise, right? Sir. The Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour.
Watch for the eye.
It's the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour. Some of the biggest names in Michigan sports. And some, well, not so much. Brought to you in part by Premier Security Solutions, Fairway Packing Company, and Swiss Insurance. Watch episodes at woodwardsports.com.
Oh, baby, it's Friday morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network, live, woodwardsports.com. Adham, Beydoun, Jeff, Iafrate, and returning from Allen Park, Gabrielle D. Phillips. What's up, Gabby?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How's it been without me?
Horrible.
We kept it on track at all whatsoever.
We did a decent
it was
job.
an elite show yesterday.
Decent job.
Yep. We had the big bosses call me from, the higher-ups in the board. They were like, man, yesterday, up 17% in viewership. It's good shit.
Yeah, I can't confirm that. I can't confirm that, but
I will not confirm or deny.
source, trust me, bro. That's the source.
Look who's talking.
Don't do this.
Then don't even start with me.
Okay, I'm not.
All
I'm
right?
done.
So I'm gonna look past what you just said.
I'm done.
Okay. So we can start the show like normal human beings. Okay. It's gonna be a fun show today. We got Gabby back, so we'll get to recap Allen Park. What's been going on? Dalvin Cook released by the Vikings. What does it mean for the Lions? Even though it's kind of an I told you so moment, I'm not going to treat it as such. So we'll take an in-depth look at the NFC North. Probably the Bears just leapfrogged the Vikings for all I know. And I want to know what Jeff thinks of the Vikings now. Because, well, he was a bit bullish prior to the Dalvin Cook release. So I can't wait to hear what Jeff thinks about that. We'll get to Hendon Hooker throwing a football and that breaking the internet. Oh my God. I haven't seen Hendon Hooker throw a football since Tennessee. Almost broke my TV yesterday. Can't wait to talk about that. We got a guest at 9 o'clock. Can't wait to share and discuss the Pistons' future with him who I will not name. Chris Middleton goes down with a knee injury. Jeff, I thought that's your boy? That's your boy. Think about that.
Okay.
Think twice before you knock my fucking recommendations like DeMar DeRozan.
I can't wait till we get into this because I got context for it. All right,
I don't care about context.
Oh, I'm gonna.
We'll get to trivia with Gabby, and honestly, guys, today's trivia might be the greatest edition so far we've ever done.
I would have to agree.
It's a two-parter. So there's a multiple choice, and then
Don't give away the second part. The second part is
there's a fill in the blank.
There isn't a fill in the blank.
There's a fill in the blank. I'm not gonna say what.
There's a fill in the blank.
But everything is JB's girlfriend topic based in Taylor Swift. So this is either gonna be a complete disaster, or it's gonna be comedic gold.
And I have to say now, JB is not allowed to participate because he would crush everyone. We have to just keep this Jeff and Adam to see who knows Taylor Swift the least.
Yeah, he knows way too much about her.
I think I win today. I don't think Jeff knows anything about Taylor Swift.
What?
I hope you didn't cheat.
I did not.
Okay.
No, I never peeped the chat.
I never looked.
I looked at the text thread for the prep, but I didn't check the Slack. So.
Okay.
I don't know if you did. You seem to know like the fill in the blank and multiple choice. I didn't even know that.
I loaded them in the show today.
Okay. You take a peek at?
No.
Okay. If he gets
I'm
everyone
pretty
right,
sure he's gonna lose. He has zero chance.
Well, you're 1-1 right now in the trivia race, so
it's the best of three.
I mean, didn't I really lose the first one? It was technically a tie, and he cheated on the tiebreaker.
No, it was not a cheat.
You cheated.
To be honest with you, I just threw something at the wall, see if it stuck, and it stuck, and I got it right.
He cheated.
I just guessed.
Anyways.
Guessing.
We'll settle it today.
Anyways, who calls me? Like, they should know by now what I do from 8 to 10. Fucking idiots. Anyways, the Big Ten unveiled their new football model for scheduling. And I think there's a lot to unpack here, right? There's a lot to talk about, but I want to focus on the first two things that I think are the most important. Michigan and their protected games and what it means moving forward, especially with USC, UCLA, some of these teams coming to the Big Ten. So we'll start with the protected games. Big Ten football fans, you don't have to worry. Michigan State will still be happening every single year, along with Michigan, Ohio State. But, Jeff, we talked about something similar to this due to a potential expansion. And what would you do if the protected games, for example, for Michigan or for Michigan State or Ohio State were more difficult than maybe for others? So I look at the protected games. Michigan's got to play two tough teams every single year. Those are difficult games. Michigan State, they always show up to play, and Ohio State. And we know what that's been the last 20 years. So I'm not sure if Michigan fans are feeling like they got a raw deal, but I love the protected schedule. I love the teams that they protected. I always want to see every year, no matter the circumstance, I want to watch Michigan State, Michigan, Ohio State. That's just me. Maybe I doubt I'm wrong, but I think that's the consensus across the room. Everybody wants to see Michigan State play and Michigan, Ohio State. That's just me. Jeff?
No, I'm with you. I mean, one thing I took away from looking at the schedule, too, Michigan has a harder schedule, obviously, if you look at it, now with UCLA and USC coming to the Big Ten. The other thing I took away, too, and the most interesting storyline to me, is the East and West divisions being eliminated. Because Michigan potentially has a scenario where even if you beat Ohio State, and this is, I've been asking for this for a long time, now you could play Ohio State in the Big Ten championship.
And rightfully so.
So, so the two best teams every year, typically in the Big Ten, now get to fight for the Big Ten title. That's ideal.
What was my biggest complaint?
It's not Iowa.
But what was my biggest complaint about the game? That's essentially the Big Ten championship game.
Absolutely.
And when you do remove divisions, what happens when Ohio State and Michigan is the last game of the year and they're both undefeated? Or one of them is undefeated and one has one loss, but the one-loss team beats the undefeated team. Well, you're just going to play that game back in the Big Ten title game. So I don't know if that, again, the game will never lose its meaning or its value, but I do think in those circumstances, that final game of the year loses some spice. It loses some meaning. Because if you're the undefeated team, you know you're playing in the Big Ten title game no matter what.
Right.
And if you're the one-loss team and you win versus that undefeated team, you get to play them again in 2 weeks. And it's like, oh, shit. Okay, we beat them once. How are we going to beat them again? That I don't love. And I don't know if Michigan and Ohio State, and really just tradition's sake, if you move the game into mid-October, maybe 2 weeks after the Michigan State game, so it's in early November,
right,
or early in the year. I don't know what you do with the Ohio State game, but if it's always at the end of the year, I think the one problem with not having divisions is you might have them play each other twice in a row.
Yeah, which wouldn't be ideal, especially if they play Ohio State. You beat Ohio State, and you got to see them in a couple weeks in the Big Ten title game. I mean, yeah, it's frustrating, but at the end of the day, it's what the people have been asking for. It's what I've been asking for. And you want the two best teams in the Big Ten title game. I've been asking for this because it makes the most sense. I don't want to see Michigan versus Iowa or Michigan versus whoever from the opposing division. So this is ideal. Although, like you said, unfortunately, you might have to play Ohio State in some scenarios very quickly in a short span of time.
Yep.
But for the bigger picture of this, I think it's great for the Big Ten. It honestly is.
I
For
think
viewership as well.
The college football playoff is expanding, right? So, like, again, I'm not trying to sound like a Debbie Downer here, but how meaningful the game is becomes significantly less meaningful when both of your teams are good, Michigan and Ohio State.
Yeah, they'll both expectedly make the playoffs when it expands anyway.
Before that, they'll get to the the Big Ten championship game, and they'll both be a one-loss team maybe. Who knows? Or one's undefeated, one's a two-loss team. Who knows?
Right.
And if that's the case, well, unless the other team has 3 losses and they lose all 3 games,
you should get it.
They're probably getting into the college football playoff, right? So
right.
I think it's good for the Big Ten. I agree with you. I want to see more Big Ten teams competing. I want to see them step up their game. I want to see them recruit at a higher level. I think this is an opportunity. But maybe I'm a prisoner of the moment. But I remember going to Michigan Stadium and watching Michigan beat Ohio State for the first time in almost 20 years. I remember that. I got to experience it. It was electric.
And here comes Lincoln Riley.
First time they beat Ohio State in the Horseshoe, in 20 years. And then it'd been the first time under Harbaugh that they'd beaten Ohio State when I win. It's a big deal. Won the Big Ten, clinched it essentially, got to the Big Ten title game, got to the first college football playoff. That experience, I don't know if you get anymore if you're a one-loss Michigan playing a one-loss Ohio State at the end of the year, knowing you likely have to play them
again
in 2 weeks. And that's really the game, because if you win that one, you're in the college football playoff. But if you win the week prior, well, now you almost guarantee yourself in the college football playoff, even if you lose the championship game. And that's the weird part for me. I don't know.
And how do you approach the first game? You can't show all your tricks because you know you're going to end up playing this team anyway, and on a bigger stage in the Big Ten title game. You want to win, obviously, but if you throw everything at the wall, if you throw everything at Ohio State and you play them in 2 weeks, and let's say you lose, it makes things interesting. So big picture, I
would look again. I know tradition. It's the last game of the year.
Yeah.
Given the expansion of the college football playoff, I want to see Michigan and Ohio State and a potential third team get into the college football playoff from the Big Ten. And I think I make those chances better by giving one of those 2 teams an earlier loss. But this happens every year.
Right.
Teams aren't punished for an early loss. They're punished for a late loss. Really? Really? This is a heated rivalry. Maybe you play it week 5, week 6. But I think you got to move it. I know tradition, it's the last game of the year every year.
Yeah, it should be towards
But I don't think anybody wants to see Ohio State, Michigan, and potentially, based on seeding, Ohio State, Michigan in the college football playoff.
Right.
That could happen.
But do you think Michigan wants that?
3 consecutive matchups. I don't think anybody wants it.
To play Ohio State. In Ohio State as well.
It's not
I think
about
Ohio
Michigan.
State wants it.
It's not about Ohio State. It's about having to play that game.
Yes.
3 times within a month and a half. It loses its meaning for me. I'm sorry. It just does.
No, and I agree with that.
Like the rivalry of it.
Yeah, the meaning
Played
of
earlier in the year.
Because it's not, again, you're playing a game. If it's late in the season, it's not the game. To me, the Big Ten title game is the game. So the question is, do you play Ohio State earlier? But also, you look at Michigan historically last couple of years, and just in general with their schedule, that beginning of the year schedule is not like it looks at the end of the year. So
who cares, though?
I trust me, I'm with you. And now it'll change with USC, UCLA, and their schedule gets a lot harder. So can't wait for Neil to break that down with Sam Flannel. But I don't think it really matters. I would prefer it at the beginning of the season, but regardless, you got to beat them twice. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I think people are starting to chime in on this in the chat, and I appreciate it. You can see Michigan, Ohio State happening 3 times in a year.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's good for the rivalry. I don't. But you know what? I had to go think of an example where this happens and it's uncommon. And I hope you guys follow me here. But are you guys familiar with the Clásico? It's the most famous soccer rivalry in the world. Barcelona, Real Madrid. Does that ring a bell with anybody here?
No.
JB?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. So these teams guaranteed every year play each other twice. A home and an away fixture. It's the biggest rivalry out there, okay? Mm-hmm. Now, back when I was probably an early teenager, they were both just exceptional to a point. Not that they aren't now, but they were so good, Jeff. They were literally arguably the 2 best teams in the world. You know what happened? They played each other in a preseason final. They played each other twice in the league. They played each other in the cup competition twice. And they played each other in the Champions League semifinal twice. And it was amazing for ratings. I mean, people were going nuts. So maybe 3 games of Ohio State and Michigan isn't bad after all. But if it's back to back to back, I don't know what that looks like for college football. I've seen it in soccer. I've seen them play a league fixture, a midweek Champions League fixture against each other, have a weekend game against somebody else, and then play again. And it's 3 times in basically 10 days. And people love it in Europe. Maybe we love it in America. I don't know. But that was the example I found. But again, it's very difficult. Soccer's a different sport. I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't think fans, because part of me, and to your point, 3 times potentially in a row, I think each individual matchup, at least besides the Big Ten title game or playing in the playoffs, that first regular season game would lose a little bit of the hype, at least the excitement behind it. But regardless, it's still the 2 best teams in the Big Ten, arguably, going up against each other. So as much as I think there is concern there for just the hype and the excitement of the game, typically it is 1 game. Now it's going to be potentially 3. Regardless, it's Ohio State and Michigan, which I believe with those 2 fan bases, you can't get enough of the matchup. So part of me would like to say it goes the way of soccer, in which people are excited to just see the best of the best face off. But then there's another part of me that's like, do you want to see them face 3 times?
And it's one team gets the home field advantage in the regular season, and then it's a neutral site, and then we'll see what the rules are going to be in the college football playoff. But
I think people are going to love it regardless.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. All right, Dalvin Cook released by the Vikings. We'll get to that next. But before we do, Gabby, our good friends over at Randy Wise.
Yeah, do you want to see celebrities like Darren McCarty, Braylon Edwards, and Jim Harbaugh play golf alongside some average Joes? Well, now you can, thanks to Randy Wise, Automotive, and Woodward Sports Network. Check out woodwardsports.com for episodes coming very soon.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Big Boy Strawberry Fest has officially arrived, and we're here to show you the very best flavors of the season. Satisfy your sweet tooth with our deep-fried vanilla Oreos, strawberry hot fudge cake, and a slice of our classic strawberry pie. But that's not all. Cool off on a refreshing summer splash salad, or savor the flavors of our chicken Caesar wrap and strawberry bacon chicken wrap. And for breakfast lovers, don't miss out on our strawberry hotcakes or our mouth-watering red velvet waffle. Strawberry Fest is something for everyone. Celebrate the sweet season with us at Big Boy.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show here at woodwardsports.com. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're listening via podcast, download and leave a 5-star review. Follow us on all social media at Woodward Sports. Check out the clips and previous live shows at woodwardsports.com.
All right. I love it. I love it, Gabby. Dalvin Cook released, and how long have we been saying this, Jeff? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. They will release him. You guys don't understand what's going on.
Before I was on the show, because you were well into the narrative once I joined.
They have no choice. Look at the players. They've gotten rid of almost 5 different starters, both offensively and defensively. Minnesota are being forced into a retool, rebuild, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. They're being forced into one because of the cap. And that's what happens when you pay a quarterback like Kirk Cousins all that guaranteed money. On top of it, you have Justin Jefferson, who is the best receiver arguably in the NFL.
But we'll get paid.
And he's going to command the highest contract for a non-quarterback player ever.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. And that's what happens. And it's okay. You got to deal with it. You got to retool. You got to accept you're not going to win 12, 13 games this year. And you got to hopefully go for it in 25. Good luck. Fuck you, Minnesota. You won the division. Take a year off. We appreciate it.
And it is confusing. I mean, I get it, but it's also confusing because Minnesota last year, you win 13 games. You lose to the Giants in a close playoff game that was at Minnesota. And you'd think the NFC being wide open. I mean, Kirk Cousins is overpaid, extremely overpaid. And I don't think Kirk Cousins is great at all. But the fact is, Kirk in the NFC is still up there. And he's probably, a top 5 quarterback, top 6 quarterback in the
NFC? Yeah, top
easily.
5. Easily.
So you have a top 5 quarterback, offensively, they have a good offense with Justin Jefferson, TJ, Darrisaw, and before with Dalvin Cook. Their defense was the issue. Now you'd think, okay, well, let's try and retool a little bit and try and compete for the division again. It seems like Minnesota wants to just go into a rebuild in a weak NFC, which, fine to Lions fans. Now it opens up the division even more. And I got to say, I know what I'm going to say. I was wrong. My confidence in the Vikings, it's all in shambles. It's done. I don't think, besides the Bears, there's a legitimate competitor for the Lions. I just don't. The way the Vikings look right now and the Packers, I still don't know what the hell Jordan Love is. So until I see, right now the Bears to me are the biggest threat, and Justin Fields still has to prove himself in the NFL. So it's great news for Lions fans, amazing news for Lions fans, but let's be real. Dalvin Cook, best fit for him, it's Miami Dolphins.
You're already on where he's going to go?
Yeah, he's going to the Miami Dolphins.
Go
to the AFC.
You didn't even sob over your breakup. You just went straight to the next dude.
I'm not tied at the hip to the Minnesota Vikings.
I'm just saying.
I was higher on them than you were, but now I'm admitting I'm wrong. They're going to probably win 6 games.
You're still giving them way too much credit.
What you think they're going to? You think they're going to win 3 games?
Jeff, their roster fell apart.
I agree with you, but they
have no draft capital.
They don't. That is true. But they go from 13 wins to what? You think 2, 3,
5?
I said 6.
You said 7 first. That was a high number.
6 or 7. Come on. You don't think in this division they can't split with the Bears, split with the Packers?
You know, I'm going to disagree with you on the Bears are the team that is most likely to give the Lions trouble. I'll tell you why. I think the Packers, again, Jordan Love, probably is going to be shit, okay? But if he isn't, and he's kind of decent, Green Bay's defense, their ability to run the football, the dynamic playmakers they have out of the backfield, you have Christian Watson as a receiver. Like, if we're honest, if Jordan Love is playing at 50% of the level Jared Goff plays at, Green Bay can win 7, 8, maybe 9 games with that defense alone. They still have a good coaching staff. I'm not sold on them, but am I going to give the Bears it by default? I trust the coaching staff in Green Bay and that defense much more than a team that spent $78 million on 2 linebackers in a league where getting after the quarterback is more important than signing linebackers. But anyways, I can't say anything mean about the Chicago Bears.
What?
I'm not allowed to, so I'm going to not do that.
Well, you said
they're going to win 14 games this year.
You said they go winless last year.
The Bears are yep, I'm taking it all back. I was wrong.
All right.
They're going to win 14 games this year. Adam Brink, I'm sorry. Everybody in Chicago, good morning. I'm glad you all survived the gunshots over the past week. I'm proud of all of you. You're going to win 14 games this year. You're going to win the NFC North. You're going to beat everybody in the NFC. You're going to the Super Bowl, Chicago. Congratulations.
Well, okay. I'm not going that far. And the reason why I think the Bears deserve more respect, and I can't believe JB be proud of me, because I've done a complete 180 with the Bears, and he can speak on this because I couldn't see a path where JB was correct. Now I'm kind of leaning towards JB a little bit. The Bears, to me,
you're
I'm more
sucking off everybody.
No.
Miami and now JB. You know he's got a girlfriend, by the way. Taylor Swift. She's performing. She's in town.
Can you compete? Probably not.
No, I can't. JB's
I mean,
too
he's
good
got
for
a
me.
bigger butt than her, right?
Okay, what?
What? I'm giving you a compliment.
The Bears.
The Bears. Let me go back to that point. Okay. I have more confidence in the Bears because simply I do have more confidence in Justin Fields over Jordan Love. And I could be absolutely incorrect. Jordan Love could come out this year and play extremely well. But how do I convince myself the Packers can win 7, 8, 9 games when they won 8 games with Aaron Rodgers? And maybe it's because Aaron didn't put as much work in as Jordan Love. He's already working with his receivers, something Aaron Rodgers never did. Didn't come to minicamp, OTAs, work with his receivers in the offseason. He just showed up last year and said, what'd it do? Let's get the season started. Jordan Love's actually working, so there's part of me that, yes, I can be proven wrong, but until the season starts, I'm riding with the Bears, man. Like Justin Fields, you saw what that offense looked like last year with really the lack of talent they had. Now they had DJ Moore. The offensive line, they drafted a left tackle, Darnell Wright, I believe, out of Tennessee. So we'll see. I have a little more confidence in the Bears, I do, because Justin Fields, to me, is more dynamic, but I don't think the Packers will be right behind him. I don't think the Packers are going to win 3
dynamic?
games.
RG3. They didn't survive in the NFL.
Comparing, Fields, and you want to call him a running back all you want. That's fair.
I'm just an asshole when I do it.
Okay.
He's obviously not a running back.
At least you admit it.
He's 40% of a running back, and the other 60% of his game, he can throw the football. Whether or not he can do it consistently, he now has more wide receivers. We're going to learn everything we need to know about Justin Fields. Jalen Hurts. Oh, my God. The Eagles almost traded for Russell Wilson last offseason. They didn't even know if Jalen Hurts would take that next step. Think about that. We'll see what happens with Justin Fields. I doubt it, though. The way he runs.
This is why, and I get, trust me, last year we agreed Justin Fields didn't really show much. I mean, he showed a little bit, but his career in the NFL so far, it's meh. There's nothing there to convince me that Justin Fields is going to be this.
Tim Tebow threw the ball better than Fields.
Well, at this point, correct. But then why would I get behind Jordan Love? The hell has he done?
Nothing.
So it's like if I'm gonna pick one, I'm leaning more towards Fields. I think he's
behind door number one.
Yeah,
where there's a running back who's playing the quarterback position, or door number two, but it's a complete mystery. Take your chances, Jeff Iafrate. Could be Joey Harrington. Could be a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Could be Joey Harrington.
Can't guarantee you anything.
Well, if it's Joey Harrington, then I'm more than correct. But JB, talk to me, man. What about the Bears? Am I off? Am I sucking the Bears off? What's going on? Am I too high on them?
No, you're not too high on them, and you finally come around to seeing that the Bears will be right up there, at least second in the NFC North. But yeah, I just don't see the Packers doing too much. Adam, I feel like you give too much faith in Jordan Love right now. Like the defense, okay, but can Jordan Love really go out there and get more wins than Aaron Rodgers did last year? We've only seen him a handful of times. I have no faith in them. I still don't have any faith in the Vikings either, too. Like, they've given away everything. Alexander Madison is a nice backup, which I think everyone in fantasy football, if you're playing, and yeah, you have a running back one right there for you. But other than that, yeah, both of the teams are taking a dive.
JB, you were born in 89?
88.
88. I was born in 94. In my lifetime, the Packers have had Brett Favre, smoothly transitioned into a Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers, dominated the NFC North for well over a decade. They've dominated the North my entire lifetime. I think I'm going to take or give more stock to the Packers maybe figuring it out with Jordan Love. Maybe. It's a big maybe.
Yeah.
Than I am the Chicago Bears, who have never had a quarterback in franchise history, and the Minnesota Vikings that are clearly going into a rebuild. And don't think Kirk Cousins, his contract expires this year and everything's going to be okay, guys. We'll just re-sign him and fix. He's a $25 million cap hit next year. And then a $12 million cap hit the year after. And then $4 million for the remaining 2 years. And he won't even be playing.
Right.
That's what Minnesota signed up for. So.
And one thing you got for the Packers against the Bears is I'm higher on Matt LaFleur than a lot of people. I think you would agree with me, too. I think he gets too disrespected. I know he's had Aaron Rodgers, but he's still a good coach to me. I'm more confident in Matt LaFleur than Matt Eberflus. Like, I don't know if Matt Eberflus can coach, but I know he's got the better quarterback at this point. We'll see. Maybe Jordan loves Aaron Rodgers. Who knows? Most likely not.
I don't know. I just know that Justin Fields has the potential to be the greatest quarterback that ever played this game.
Can you stop?
Those are my takeaways when I listen to Bears Twitter.
Well,
I'm very excited.
Bears Twitter's a different
I'm very excited for Justin Fields. That 55% completion percentage is going to fucking tear apart the NFL. Anyways, moving on.
Who drives you more crazy? Their Twitter or Pistons Twitter?
Pistons Twitter.
Oh my God, you didn't even hesitate.
No
Are you kidding
hesitation.
Me?
The biggest dumb fucks you'll ever meet in your life. You join a Pistons Twitter space. Do it with caution, everybody. Remember, what you hear is not the truth. And what you're hearing is not general, common, public opinion at all.
Bears Twitter's pretty bad.
I wouldn't trade Brandon Ingram. I wouldn't trade Jaden Ivey for Brandon Ingram. I wouldn't trade him for Jalen Brown straight up.
Okay. I got to defend Pistons. I think Pistons Twitter is more bipolar, but Bears Twitter is just a bunch of douchebags.
They're not. They have a huge Pistons dildo shoved up their ass, and they have no idea how to talk any sense.
Hey, yo!
Anyways, It's a bit mean.
Not all. Okay, yeah, you're.
I just, I've had bad experiences on Pistons Twitter. At least on the Bears Twitter, like I could just call them idiots and I laugh at them. With Pistons Twitter, I have to deal with these people because I talk sports in the market.
Okay, so it's personal to you because you deal with them more.
To me, yes.
If you were in Chicago, you'd hate Bears fans.
Oh, if I was in Chicago,
I know you would.
You think Lions fans hate Valeni? Bears fans would probably show up and shoot. 100%.
Yeah. You'd have to stay outside of Chicago.
I would rag them. Oh, I should do sports talk in Chicago.
No, don't do that.
Call my agent.
No, don't do that.
That'd be great. Just go there. Hey, guys, sorry, the Lions are winning the division this year. Justin Fields can't throw the football. We spent $78 million on 2 linebackers. We're fucked. We're fucked. We have a defensive head coach. And in the NFL, where offensive coaches are winning, we have a mobile first quarterback instead of a pass first quarterback. We're fucked. And when we go 4-13 this year, don't come crying to me and blaming me. Here's my address. You can come shoot me if you like. Boom. There you go. My Chicago career is already over. It would take me 30 minutes.
You know what, over before it
You know what would be terrible?
Oh, yeah.
And I can't believe... Imagine this scenario, how messed up this would be. And I'm not trying to... I know this is going to trigger a lot of people. Imagine the Bears win 2-3 games this year. Okay, let's just say it's a disaster.
Okay.
They fire Matt Eberflus.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think is going to be the hottest commodity on the market next year for head coach?
Ben Johnson.
Imagine that.
Yeah, and then I'm Ben Johnson's agent. Hey, Ben,
imagine
kind of walk me through
Ben Johnson
the ideal
in Chicago
situation here so I know where to position you. Well, you know what? I'm open to any offer in the NFL. The NFL is it's a prestigious league. To even be considered for a head coaching position is an honor. I would love to talk to all 31 teams in the NFL except the Chicago Bears because they don't have a fucking quarterback and they have no idea what the fuck they're doing. But outside of that, everything else works. Thank you, agent. Agent gets on the phone. Hey, this is Jim Bob from the Chicago Bears.
Jim Bob Cooter?
I want to interview your client, Ben Johnson. We're very interested in making him the next head coach of the Chicago Bears. Oh, well, respectfully, Jim Bob, go fuck yourself. My client isn't interested. There you go.
Yeah, that's probably how
I just took care of that. We're done. No Ben Johnson, Chicago. Anyways, moving on. Ben Johnson's going to be the Chargers head coach. That's what's going to happen. And then he's going to win a Super Bowl in his second year. I'm telling you from now. It's all written in the stars.
Yeah, that's true.
Clip it.
He's going to leave.
Put it in the archives.
For the Chargers job.
And win a chip.
They'll win 10 games year 1, 12 year 2, and they'll win the fucking Super Bowl.
Are we allowed to have... We got to kind of support... Kind of like we did Stafford, I'd have to support Ben during that time. I mean...
I'm going to be heartbroken when he leaves.
Oh, completely. I remember when we talked about him
It'll probably be worse than my first breakup in high school. That was tragic.
That's bad.
That was hard.
It would be
I cried like a bitch.
I mean, it's like watching a child grow up, even though he's older than both of us. But it's like watching a child grow up. We supported him when he was a tight ends coach. He was a passing coordinator.
Yeah,
we advocated for him.
Yeah, 100%.
And then he got the OC job.
You breastfed him.
Well, okay.
And then you watched him grow up into a little man.
You took it. JV, what do I do? He took it. He knows what's going on. I don't know what to do.
All right, let's take a break. When we get back, we'll get to the latest takeaways from OTAs. Gabby was down at Allen Park yesterday, and I got to say, outside of the Hendon Hooker stuff, which we'll get to after, there's a lot to talk about. A lot of good things happening, good energy. She almost had a viral moment where she almost got kicked in the head with a football.
This happens like often.
I'll give her advice.
Second time in like 4 days.
I'll give you advice. We need you to get hit by a football. Like, we need to make this happen. We need to make it happen.
Take one for the team.
You get hit in the head. Oh, damsel in distress. You fall. Everybody freaks out. Oh my God, Gabrielle, are you okay? And then the offensive lineman picks you up, and boom, instant love. And I just figured out your love life for the rest of your life. Oh, you just married a millionaire, and you're welcome. And then you just remember on your wedding day, thank me.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you.
All right.
You said offensive lineman? That was the first move.
Oh, country girl. It makes sense.
Country girl.
Yep. And the offensive linemen, they're not fat, man. They're well in shape.
They're like
and then
fit.
after retirement, they get in shape. Don't worry about it. She's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I got you, Gabby. Anyways.
It's all written in the stars.
Absolutely. Everything is. When we get back, we'll get with Gabby on OTAs from yesterday. But before we go, Jeff, our good friends over at the Sports Marketing Agency.
The Sports Marketing Agency helps spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. If you or someone you know is struggling, head to thesportsma.com for more information.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy, better sleep, blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
Detroit sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Welcome back to the Adam totally threw me off. Okay. Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show here at woodwardsports.com. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you're watching on the website, check out our clips and our previous live shows. Follow us on all social media at Woodward Sports. Now we're going to get into the recap from yesterday from minicamp, not OTAs, minicamp with the Lions down at Adham Park. If you want to play the video, Alex.
Down at Adham Park for the final day of minicamp, I'm Gabrielle D. Phillips, the Woodward Sports Lions beat reporter, here to cover all Lions season. Now, we kicked off the day with Dan Campbell speaking to his open door policy that he holds with his players and staff here at the facility.
Something on your mind, we'll shut the door and get it off your chest. And because to me, like for me personally, I'm pretty good about, man, I don't hold a grudge. And if I feel like I'm going to, that's why I'm going to get it out to you. I will call you to my office and I'll get it off my chest so that I don't have resentment. And I would expect them to do the same to me.
We also had the chance to speak with several players after the practices wrapped up. Here are a couple of the key takeaways.
A lot of guys understand who they are right now. I think they just see that we got a good team put together, a lot of fire, but you got to be able to play with each other and understand who's next to you, behind you, in front of you, and on the sideline.
Like that, you. I got my dog back always. You know
what boy. Yeah, boy.
You feel me? I'm out.
Good go.
It's been a very healthy offseason, which has been nice for a change. I don't feel like I've had a ton of those personally. So to come out of OTAs feeling good and then to be able to just go into training and not really have to worry about too much damage control, as far as my body's concerned, it's going to be nice.
Well, first, I think I'll play BB, like in Madden or something. And then I'll probably just call my parents or something, so my grandma or somebody like that. But first, I'm playing Madden. I'm playing BB. Yeah.
Now I know what you all want to see, the action out on the field. Don't worry, we have that for you too. Here's a sneak peek. We'll be back on Monday for the final day of OTAs. Until then, Gabrielle D. Phillips with Woodward Sports Network.
So it was great out at Adham Park yesterday. Wrapped up the time that the veterans are spending with the team for mandatory minicamp. They had media day on Monday. We were there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Had a great opportunity to see what's happening. And I was telling Jeff and Adam earlier, the energy that they finished out with was really what you wanted to see. And I feel like it's the energy that you don't see until training camp. But you're seeing that now, and they seem to be clicking, and
right.
The chemistry is there. And one of my favorite takeaways from this week that we touched on is these players, when they're asked, who are you having chemistry with? Who do you work well with? Who are you clicking with on your line? They don't just list the people on their line. They list 5 or 6 people all across a team or more that they're impressed by, that they have chemistry with, that they work well with, that they're excited to play with. And that's what you want to see. You don't want to see people pairing off. You don't want to see these huddles of people. You want to see the whole team together as one unit, and that's what is already happening so early.
Yeah, watching these videos and watching the coverage, you, Broder, and Noah being down there with his footage too, what I've been noticing the biggest difference is not just the defense, but the secondary, and you talked about it, the tight-knitness. You look at last year too, it felt like the secondary was just kind of figuring it out on the go. Like there wasn't a lot of camaraderie, chemistry. Like there were some guys that were friends, but Tracy was hurt. You had a lot of young players, rookies starting on your defense. Now this year you had some veterans, and you see the impact immediately. The chemistry off the field, that's so important for any secondary. The communication, and that was the biggest thing, right? That's why they fired Aubrey Pleasant. Everybody wasn't on the same page. I don't think you're going to have that question this year with this secondary, with now a new secondary coach, but also on top of that, the veteran players they've added. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, his infectious energy, you see that right away. And again, in one thing, and you kind of alluded to it, them talking about how everybody wants to see each other win, that's so important because when you have C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who led the league in interceptions last year, and then you have Kirby Joseph, who we believe can lead the league in interceptions in the future, instilling confidence in guys like Kirby Joseph, Ifitu Malifonwu, these guys that are young, that don't really know their own potential in the league, that's important. And I'm excited to see the Lions secondary this year because I think not only will they be night and day from last year, but they could be a top 10 unit in the NFL. They got a ton of depth now, especially with the young players coming, Brian Branch. I mean, who else better to learn from than C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Tracy Walker, even Cam Sutton to a certain extent, what he's been doing, communicating with the other guys in the secondary. It's beautiful to see. So I can't wait to see this defense.
And
I can't
you heard
wait.
him speak to that, how he enjoys the role that he's taking on of more of a mentor, of a veteran, bringing these guys in, getting them up to speed, making them feel comfortable. That's what he had, that infectious energy. You saw it in his interview. You saw it there, and then you see him on the sidelines with Cam Sutton, and you see them figuring it out so early with him only being there this week. He's only been with them 4 days, out there practicing with the entire team, and it has already sunk in. But you're seeing that across the board. You know, you're seeing it with he was also pairing up with like Brady Breeze and Iffy and celebrating after a block. Like, it's not just the main front guys that everyone in the media is talking about.
Right.
It's also everyone down the list that is clicking.
You know, that's what we always talk about with Dan Campbell from the beginning, about building a culture. Well, yeah, you want to build a culture, but you know, that energy, the vibe that Gabby's alluding to, that really even wasn't there last year in Hard Knocks. It was very...
Not in the secondary.
Just in general. Last year was more of, trust me, believe in me, trust each other, do this, do that. And this year it's more of, this is easy. Like, we got the talent. We believe in the coaches. We believe in what we're doing here. Let's just all enjoy each other, get to know each other, and that will pay dividends later on in the year, right? Through your chemistry, your ability to trust and work with one another. You know, that's building a culture. And again, it's coming off of what type of season? A winning season.
Right.
They had a winning record. Whether it was really an up and down season or not, 1-6 to 8-2 to 9-8 overall, you're able to build this coming off a winning season, a winning off season, ideally a winning draft night. That's what you're coming off of. Credit to Dan Campbell. It's infectious, clearly. You saw even year one, it kind of working, but you don't get to see it, I think, to the level Gabby's talking about.
Right.
Until you start winning, and they kind of did it last year, and now they can really do it at a high level this year.
And we talk about that. You could talk about building a culture, but building a culture comes with winning. You got to win games for a culture to be really instilled and everybody to believe in that culture. The other thing with Dan Campbell, we talked about this last year after Hard Knocks, allowing Kelvin Shepherd to keep his hair, like letting guys be themselves. Dan is so good at that.
Wait,
he allows
what?
everybody else to be themselves. What? Kelvin Shepherd said he thought about cutting his hair just to get the job, and Dan's like, no, be you. You don't need to cut your hair. You didn't know this?
No.
That was everywhere.
Yeah, this was like we talked about this.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't remember this.
But the point is, Dan allows everybody to be themselves. Now, there's a certain extent. Like,
yeah, but that's kind of like, what the fuck? Like, I have to get a haircut?
Well,
I have to get rid of my dreads?
He thought that.
He thought that. And
But
that
just
is
that
horrible.
anyway, it's an old story. The point is, who Dan is as a person, I think is super important, and I love it. He allows guys to be themselves. Now, he did mention that the trash talking, like, hey, guys, if you do that to the wrong guy, you will get got. So, but he's allowing guys to have fun, which I absolutely love. So, you look at other situations, guys don't feel like they can be themselves, and with Dan, it's the complete opposite. I'm signing you, I'm bringing you in for who you are as a person. Don't change. As long as you do what you're supposed to do, go have fun. So I love what Dan's doing, man. He's building a great culture in Detroit.
Well, there was a video that broke the internet yesterday. Everybody that either doesn't like Jared Goff or is on the fence of Jared Goff had a erection that lasted longer than taking 10 Viagra. We'll show you the video coming up next, but before we do, I got to tell you about my good friends over at Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10-8, 7 days a week. Walk at any time, no appointment necessary. They're awesome stylists, so take care of you like they always take care of me. Damn it, I'm due for a haircut. I look like a damn grizzly bear. It's probably about time to get one for myself, but get to a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zaniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show here at WoodwardSports.com. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you're listening via podcast, download and leave a 5-star review. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're watching on the website, tune back in at 11 o'clock for Big D Energy, 2 p.m. for Ermanni and Edwards with Maz, and 5 p.m. for the Woodward Heavyweights.
Gentlemen, and our demographic is largely male here at the network, but to all the men that are watching the show, whether you're at work, you're working in a school, if you're anywhere public, do me a favor. Adjust yourself accordingly, because what we're about to show you could affect your feelings for the next few minutes.
Stop.
Alex? Hendon Hooker dropping back to pass, and he throws the football. Can we just keep it on loop? Hendon Hooker drops back, he throws the football. Avoid the temptation of an erection. I know what you're thinking right now. Men, stop it. Look at this. Dime. That is the future quarterback of the Detroit Lions. If you paid attention to Twitter last night,
beautiful.
He should be starting day one, even without an ACL in his leg. Completely healed. He should start day one over Jared Goff.
I just had to relax a little bit there.
No ACL necessary.
I don't have one,
Yeah, well,
I figure it out.
I don't have either of mine.
Really?
Yeah.
I tore both too. Look at me and Gabby. There
No,
you go.
I was just saying that I don't have an ACL in my body.
What the fuck does that mean?
I was kidding.
Oh,
Adam, like,
I was like, this is a proud moment for me. I'm like, somebody knows what I go through.
It's not just you.
Nope. Nope. Her knees are intact. She doesn't have pain when she goes up the stairs. Nothing.
When I saw this video, I didn't overreact. Clearly, I mean, who was that? One of the assistant coaches, or one of the, I don't even know.
Looked like a water boy, but sure.
No, he catches all the footballs.
Okay, so he's on the staff.
He's the one that when they're kicking, you hear him. He's actually very agile. You hear his little feet shuffle.
Yeah,
and then he's whoa.
He was moving.
He's in shape.
He was moving on that play. Regardless, I mean, there's not much to take away from this, but honestly, and this is great. Just to see Hendon Hooker playing football again. I know
How much
it's not,
that turn you on?
I know it's not. What? Seeing Hendon Hooker?
Yeah, throwing a football. That's a big deal. Breaking news here in Detroit.
I mean, excuse me, when I see Hooker throwing balls, that I don't get excited.
That doesn't sound right.
I mean,
there's no way around it.
Yeah,
I know. I can't wait. Some commentator's going to slip up in the future if Hendon Hooker ever enters the game. Oh, God. I can't wait for it.
How do you not get excited? Not saying Hendon Hooker is the franchise quarterback, but you know he's a damn good quarterback. You know he's coming off an ACL injury. He's 25 years old, but he's ready to play. So as long as he gets fully healed, He'll be over there. And the fact that Gabby and Broder have been talking about this too, him just being locked in behind Goff, watching practice, being locked in, that's the most he can do right now. Yeah, that's all he can do right now, but it's awesome to see. He's a student of the game.
I'm not going to freak out over him holding a clipboard or now throwing a football after practice, number one. Number two, if there is a day and he's out on the field, I can't envision what it will sound like when he's running on the sideline. Look at that hooker go.
Oh,
he's running the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown! It's a hooker touchdown. Can't wait. I can't wait.
I want a hooker jersey right now, honestly.
Well, I got the hookup.
I love it. Listen, you don't have to overreact to it, but it is nice to see him just
Positive.
slinging it.
He's in the right direction.
Yeah, that's all you can ask for him. I mean,
He threw a football and it looked nice. I'm
Don't-
happy.
no, listen,
No, I'm happy. I know what Hendon Hooker is. I saw him at Tennessee. All right? He tore up his knee. Let him take his time. I'm not going to sit here and freak out every time I see him a video of him throwing a football. Okay? I saw him play big games at Tennessee. I like the dude. He's a great insurance policy. I don't want to talk about Hendon Hooker unless Jared Goff gets decapitated this season.
And at that point, you might not even see Hendon. Who knows with how his knees I don't know if he's going to play this year. He could,
I would
potentially.
say by October he would. If emergency, I think they would consider it.
Okay.
Not a guarantee, but I think they would consider it in
We'll get more
October.
answers to that when training camp comes around, because they're being so careful with so many players and like not pushing anyone that may or may not be injured, has the potential of being injured,
Right.
maybe on that line. I mean, you have 20 players that are out in these practices right now, so we're not going to see them involve him more until training camp comes around. If they do, that'll give us better time.
And selfishly, although this wouldn't be ideal, and I don't expect they'll do this, but I want to see a little bit of Hendon Hooker in the preseason. I don't think it'll happen because it's not worth the risk, but just to see him out there again would be awesome. I know they're not, and it's probably not worth the risk, to be honest with you, especially in his first season. But I can't wait to see this kid play, man. I mean, he's going to go out there and ball when he's called upon. And he's got plenty of time to learn from Jared Goff. And for people that are saying, don't overreact to Hendon Hooker throwing a football, when you see Jared Goff throw a football, there's always complaints. Oh, he can't throw a spiral. And it's in everyone's in PJs and they're complaining about Jared Goff. So excuse me for complimenting Hendon Hooker.
Anyways.
I agree. I don't take anything away from OTA's minicamp with how the offense is doing and all that. You wait till training camp. But regardless, it's awesome to see him out there. It is.
Gabby, what are they saying about him in terms of workload? What are they going to let him do from now up until training camp? Because they're about to go away for a bit.
It hasn't been a huge part of the conversation. People have, the media in the room has laid off the questions about his plan, what they're going to do. I know he had that interview last week with Dave Burkett, and he said, he's going to continue what he's doing. He's on the right path. He's on a training plan. He's going to get better. He's already over that point. He's progressing more than he expected to, progressing at a better rate. But it hasn't come up that much, to be honest, which I think is good. What are we going to get? How much can we push? It's really going to depend on how quickly he is personally progressing.
Right.
So we'll see.
We'll see indeed. I can't wait. I can't wait for this to be a non-story. Jared Goff is going to be too busy leading this team to an NFC North title. And I hope he doesn't prove me wrong. Because that would be a disaster.
Yeah, I think the last thing the Lions want is Jared struggling.
I think the last thing Lions fans want is Jared Goff forcing their hand to go to Hendon Hooker.
No, yeah,
and again,
you don't want
just
that.
Every fan base is like this. It's not just Lions fans. Any fan base that drafts a quarterback in the 3rd round and they don't have one of the guys, they're going to sit there and say, "Oh, well, maybe one day. What if he is? What if he could be? What if this? What if that?" It's all what ifs. Let me see what I got in Jared Goff, okay? Let me identify a ceiling before I even consider replacing him. And if that means after this year, it's only winning a playoff game and winning a division title, and the following year they do one or the other, and you don't see yourselves ever competing in an NFC title game, well, then you have to evaluate. Well, what's the problem? Is it coaching? Is it the defense? Is it not good enough? Injuries? Is it quarterback play? Costly turnovers? What is it? Like, we're not going to know any of this. So let Hendon Hooker take his time. I'm in no rush. God bless him. I'm happy he can throw football. That's the bare minimum I expect. I would expect it looks like that with no pads, nobody coming after him.
Right.
Like, I can drop a dime. I can drop a dime in that situation too. Twitter wouldn't call for me to take Jared Goff's job either. All right.
Well, he's also not 6'4" with potentially 4.4 speed with that type of arm.
You don't know that.
Well, I know
they're
speed.
coming out with shoes that add like 3-4 inches.
Listen, I know the speed of you, and I know it's not 4.4.
They have shoes that can take me from 5'11" to 6'2" in a fucking
Well,
heartbeat.
that's true. Apparently, there's little shoes that give you a couple inches.
That's what I'm saying.
People are getting surgeries to make themselves
have you seen
taller.
that? They fucking like.
That's
please
ridiculous.
tell me you've seen this.
I've seen it, but I haven't heard it been brought up in ages. I feel like since I
5'9",
was in, high
5'10"
school.
guy grows to 6'4", and they're like stretching him.
It's terrible.
How is that even healthy? Is that even
It's
good for
not.
your
No, it's
ligaments?
not.
Is he dead now?
I don't know.
I bet he's dead. There's no way that works.
No.
Yeah, no, there's no way.
By the way, speaking of messed up legs and being in a cast and everything, so random, I know, but work with me here. Have I ever told you guys a funny story about my dad? And when he was 18 years old, he got into a car accident. And
You started off very vague, but no, I don't think.
okay,
I've heard
so
this story.
Gabby, you're gonna love this. Well, I don't know if you're gonna love this story, but long story short, my dad gets into a car accident. They were speeding, lost control of the car, whatever. 18 years old. He makes it out alive. No injuries, nobody. Everybody's okay. But the ambulance comes, and they're like, all right, well, we're gonna take you to get checked up. And this is in Lebanon, not in the United States, by the way.
Okay.
So they're in the mountain. They just got into a car accident. And here comes this ambulance. They get in the ambulance. They got my dad in the ambulance. He's laying down, getting all this testing. And then the ambulance flips off of the mountain,
No.
off the highway,
No.
onto another highway.
No.
Shatters almost every bone in my dad's body.
No.
My dad is in a full body cast for a year and a half before he met my mom.
Do they charge him for that?
Honestly, it's a...
In Lebanon, they might
not
just...
Not really, no.
But who's at fault? What happens?
The driver, obviously.
I think they just shake hands and walk away.
Imagine you should get hurt in an accident, and it's the ambulance that ends up just killing
he's
you.
in a full body cast?
Yeah, for a year and a half.
That's terrible. That is terrible.
I think his left leg is marginally smaller or shorter, than his right leg, or it's one of the two.
One of the things my mom always warned me of when we were driving the car and I was in the passenger seat, I always want to put my feet up on the dashboard, and she was like, never do that, because there was a girl in her high school at the same time that got in a car accident and shattered both of her legs. Because you get in a car accident,
right,
your legs are gonna go back. Terrifies me. To this day, I'll put them up for 3 seconds when we're on a long road trip, and then I'll put them right back down just to
then
stretch out a little bit.
You snap back into it. And that's the thing too. If you're in the U.S. and that happens, can't you sue?
If he was in the United
Probably.
States, we'd be millionaires.
Okay, there's no
Let's
way.
put it that way.
Lebanon, it's just a fist pump and you walk away. There's
That's
no way.
kind of my bad, bro.
Well, that's not funny. That's not funny.
That's kind of what it is. It's my bad. We're all hurt right now. I know it sucks. You're gonna stay in the hospital for the next year and a half.
What happened to the other people why did your dad go in the ambulance rather than the other people that were in the
Because
car?
he had burns and cuts, so they just wanted to make sure he was okay. Totally fucked him.
Your dad is probably terrified of ambulances.
No, my dad survived the war zone. My dad's not scared of shit. Kidding me?
What a boss.
My dad would walk to work and there'd be bombs dropping in the city. Gives a shit.
Yeah, he's...
Anyways,
that's a G.
Let's take a break. When we get back, top of the hour, we got Sean Murphy joining us. We'll talk some Pistons basketball. We'll get to Chris Middleton and his injury, along with, shockingly, we're going to do this today, Oklahoma softball. 3rd straight national title, 53 consecutive wins. Holy shit.
That was
I
tough.
think it deserves to be talked about.
It does. It was just a little tough.
Oh,
You
you're
didn't
a Florida
realize who
State
they
girl.
played.
I'm an asshole,
no.
but I'm unintentionally an asshole. That's really good of me. I think subconsciously I knew.
Yeah, deep down.
Deep down I knew, and that's why I put it in the prep.
I was like, what are you doing? You're not even leading off with the fact that they beat Florida State?
I didn't. Totally went by me. Subconsciously, I knew, though. And it would be brought up. Then we'll get to trivia with Gabby. I can't wait. It's going to be a blast. But before we go, Jeff, our good friends over at Guardian Alarm.
Let me tell you about them. We're talking about the Lions secondary, how excited we are to see that defense. Well, let me tell you about a defense that you will be always excited to see, and that's Guardian Alarm. They got customized solutions from real experts, 24/7 professional monitoring, and technology that's backed by trustworthy people. Call 1-800-STAY-OUT today for more information. Tell me your friends at Woodward Sports sent you.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy, better sleep, blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
For Detroit, by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
Big Boy Strawberry Fest has officially arrived, and we're here to show you the very best flavors of the season. Satisfy your sweet tooth with our deep-fried vanilla Oreos, strawberry hot fudge cake, and a slice of our classic strawberry pie. But that's not all. Cool off on a refreshing summer splash salad, or savor the flavors of our chicken Caesar wrap and strawberry bacon chicken wrap. And for breakfast lovers, don't miss out on our strawberry hotcakes or our mouth-watering red velvet waffle. Strawberry Fest is something for everyone. Celebrate the sweet season with us at Big Boy.
Florida State softball suck, and if you're listening right now, you're listening to the Morning Woodward Show live. WoodwardSports.com. Adam Beydoun, Jeff Iafrate, Gabrielle D. Phillips. Nobody remembers second place, Gabby. I mean,
I know.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Sorry. You know?
It's okay. They made it that far. It was a great run.
Yeah, good for them, you know? It's like your stepchild. You know, they get good grades in school. You can never take full credit for it, but you're like, you know, good job. Proud of you, buddy. It's a proud moment, I think, for Gabby. At least you have softball to look forward to. Anyways.
If your son gets second place, you're not going to look at him and say, good job, buddy.
No, of course not.
Okay.
Softball, they played women's soccer. We had good basketball while I was there. And now we're going to have fantastic football. So, you know what?
I'm terrified of being a father during sports, whether it's for my son or future daughters. I am terrified because I don't have a big mouth at the events, but I'm going to coach my kids hard. Like, they're going to get tough love. And there's probably going to be some fucking Karen that calls the cops on me.
Are you going to go the route of, like, being the coach
No.
on the younger teams? Or just, like, individually?
I don't want to be involved. No. Just at home, play
That's what I
catch in the backyard, take him out to the park. No.
Like, what
I don't want to be
practice
involved.
schedule
I just
are
want
we
to be there to
talking-
root for him and pick him up when he's down.
What practice schedule are we talking about here? Like,
Right after school, depending on, spring ball practice, if he's going to play baseball. So I'll just take him after school, hit the cages, and show him how to fucking throw a baseball.
PropDo, WoodwardSports.com says Beydouns are about to be the new Ball family. Are you LeVar?
No. See, I'm not going to lie to my kids.
What do you
The
mean lie to
chances
your
of a
kid?
white person making a professional sport, let alone two very specific ones, is like 1 in a trillion. Okay?
Well, what sport is he playing?
I don't know yet. I haven't decided.
You have to wait.
That's the problem. Definitely not football. My kid's not playing football.
Really?
0 chance. I won't let him. Like, he has to, like, go out of his way to say he wants to play. I'm a hard pass on letting my kid play football. No way. I got 2 torn knees and probably brain damage from playing football the way I played back in the day. Not worth it.
Well, it is 2023. It's
just not worth it. I'd rather my kid play baseball. I'd rather him play soccer. Hell, I'd even let him play ice hockey.
I'll say hockey.
Yeah. No problem.
Basketball?
No, I don't want him to be friends with you.
Okay. I'll school him.
Oh, God. All right. We got Sean Murphy, right? Let's talk to Sean.
My guy.
Sean, good morning. I hope you're having a great morning. I hope you're having a better morning than Gabby because Florida State lost in the College World Series.
You know what? You didn't even remember.
Well, you reminded me.
You didn't even realize.
You reminded me.
Great.
What's up, Sean?
Adam, I'm going to remove that probably quantifier on the brain damage thing with football, but it's good to see you. Thank you so much for having me.
You know what?
Really.
You know what? That's fair. And I accept it. I'm not one of these people that walk around and hide my flaws. I know I'm fucked up. I know there's something in here that nobody will ever understand, okay? I don't even know how I'm married.
Well,
I really don't. But here we are. I've made it. I'm a success story.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's true.
Look at us. Who would have thought?
Who
Who would have thought, Adam?
All right, Sean. You know, we did some table talk last night on Woodward Pistons, and that was fun. But
yeah, you got to check that out if you haven't seen it. It was
I gotta give you. I gotta give you the platform here to just answer the general outlook question. It's now Monty. It's now expected of Troy Weaver to go out and put together a better basketball team. We all love Cade. We all love Ivy. We think the world of Duren. That's kind of the three core untouchable. I suggested DeMar DeRozan. What is Sean Murphy looking for Troy Weaver to do that would severely improve this team, but also give them some leadership that they've been missing for quite some time?
Yeah, absolutely. I think when you're talking about going and making big moves, there's few bigger moves that you can make than going and getting a guy like Monty Williams to bring into your coaching staff. I think it brings a lot of credence and really shows a lot of belief in what we're building here in Detroit, and reports heavily suggest, I mean, obviously the paycheck opens the ears and the eyes to a situation, but a big reason Monty Williams took this job is because of his belief in Troy Weaver. And so when you look at the opportunities that Detroit has, you could go and potentially make a big move this offseason if you'd like. If Detroit is going to go make a big cash-in trade, if you're going to go for a guy like DeMar DeRozan, I'd personally would throw in a little bit more and see if you can go get a guy like Pascal Siakam from Toronto, a guy who's potentially, an all-star caliber player, a guy who fits alongside Cade and Ivy, can stretch the floor, but also can play in the pick and roll too. If you're going to go trade for an all-star caliber player, that's the guy I think you go get, but I personally don't think it's that time. Reports suggest that Detroit's going to go get a guy like potentially Jeremy Grant's going to be a target again, and then Cam Johnson is a target of theirs as well. I think both guys bring an ability to, be a ball stopper alongside Cade and Ivy. I think we saw with the absence of Jeremy Grant, even though, Adam, he wasn't your favorite, I think we did see the lack of defense was definitely something that was sorely missed. So I think just getting some length and some size, but also people that don't necessarily demand the ball in their hands, is definitely going to make this team a lot better. And you got to remember, Cade Cunningham looked freaking awesome before injury. So just adding him back to this team alone is just going to be a significant improvement alongside a top 5 draft pick, which, I mean, we brought up you can potentially trade too. There's a lot of good options for this team. They're going to be better this next year just off of their coaching and Cade alone. I'm excited to see what additions they make.
Appreciate you joining the show, Sean. And by the way, check out From Half Court if you haven't already. The best Pistons content around. Check that out.
Yes,
we just dropped a podcast with James Edwards III, which he broke a lot of this down. And I want to ask you, Sean, about free agency, because that's where the potatoes are. We got to talk about the money and where we're spending it. I want you to rank these guys in order from first to the most preferred to, the guy that you wouldn't mind if they signed. If I gave you Jeremy Grant, Cam Johnson, and then we'll throw in there Chris Middleton, who just had knee surgery. He'll be ready to play in July, or at least he'll resume basketball activities. Where's your head at for those three guys, and what two of the three would you prefer more?
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with any of those three players. Honestly, though, if I had to pick of the three, I would say Chris Middleton, with some of his injury history, the fact that he is getting a little more up there with age, I would say his window to go and do something is right now. You don't really know necessarily how he's going to age into the twilight of his career. You would expect pretty well with his size and his ability to shoot the three. But I would say with Cam Johnson and Jeremy Grant, they're both 27 and 29 respectfully. They're more ready to come in right now, but also fit the timeline of this core. If we were breaking it down and I had it my way, I would say Cam Johnson, just with 27 years old, the type of upside he brings, the experience he already has playing deep into the playoffs. But listen, man, bringing back a guy like Jeremy Grant as well would certainly not hurt either. So I like the upside of what Chris Middleton brings. We've all seen how awesome he can be, but the reality of it is you'd probably have to pay a premium to get him to leave Milwaukee, and even then you don't know how much you're getting that premium play in return for.
And I need you, Sean, for this one, because I feel like me and you were in the same boat with this specific player. But Kristaps Porzingis, I've been seeing a lot more on Pistons Twitter and just in general about the possibility of signing Kristaps Porzingis. But can you explain why it makes sense or why it doesn't make sense for the Pistons?
Yeah, the way I broke it down on Table Talk last night is Kristaps Porzingis is a better idea than he is a player. He's a guy that you look at everything that he brings on paper, and he's an absolute freaking unicorn. He's a guy that came into the league, and there was a reason why he was a touted after prospect. But in reality, this was the first time in the last few years that he was actually able to get over 60 games in an 82-game season. And even when he was actually playing relatively well, it didn't really affect winning much in Washington. And then you also just look at some of the off-court stuff. It's not Zion or John Morant levels, but Kristaps is just a weird dude. And so personally, I just think that, especially with the upside that we believe Jalen Duren has with the logjam we kind of already have in the front court, I personally just don't love the idea of Kristaps, especially how much you probably have to pay. And the reality of it is we don't know if he can consistently stay on the court year after year because we just haven't seen it.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem I have with Kristaps Porzingis, and Sean, don't laugh, okay?
Oh, gosh.
But whenever I hear Kristaps Porzingis, all I can envision in my head is the viral video of that one dude, the New York comedian, calling him Hingus Pingus on draft night.
Michael Rappaport?
Yeah, Michael Rappaport calling him Hingus Pingus is all I can think of. And look, you know what? He is a unicorn, but let me ask you this. Would you prefer Cam Johnson or Porzingis? Or Jeremy Grant or Porzingis?
You know that. Yeah, you know that.
So I think we're all going to agree. Exactly. So we're all going to go with the 3 position because this team is kind of in a weird spot with Marvin Bagley, Wiseman. You want to keep Stewart and Duren, but what the hell are Bagley and Wiseman going to do for you? And if I'm honest with you, my second unit, I don't want it to feature anybody like that on the court. I want young guys, energetic. Hamidou Diallo has a good role on this team, given the right pieces in the second unit.
Right.
But God, they're so far away from it. But I would, you know the song by Sean Kingston, "Suicidal." That would be my reaction to Kristaps Porzingis joining the Pistons. 100%.
Man brought out Sean Kingston.
People would go up to me in middle school all the time. They would be like, "Hey, Sean," and I'd be like, oh, "Someone's talking to me." I'd be like, I go to say hi. They go, "Yo, Mr. Kingston." I'd be like, "Damn it!"
Got you again.
Nice cap, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, he just does his thing.
Is it a he, she, or does it identify as an it?
He just does what he wants.
Good for him. Good for him. I'm glad he knows himself.
Well,
did he transition or was he always a he?
No, we're not doing this. Okay, Sean, I want to talk about the
cat.
Yeah,
damn it.
The catch.
He's innocent.
Yeah, Lawa, he's chilling. Let him chill. All right, Sean.
That's what I say about the children, and everybody gets mad and they cancel me.
Well, yeah, that's how it is in today's world. Sean, the NBA draft's coming up. That's the most exciting time right now for Pistons fans. And you hear a lot of speculation. Everybody has their preferences for what prospect they prefer. But you also hear the other side of it, which is trade the pick. In your eyes, what's the more likely scenario in this instance? You think the Pistons stay put and take a specific player, and you can kind of go through some of your preferred players? Or you think B, trading the pick is more likely than people think?
I think trading the pick is probably the most likely it's ever been as far as where we're at. But I would say if you're talking about trading the pick, you have to make sure whoever you're getting in return is going to bring equal or greater value, because you have to say for certain that whatever you're getting you think is better than what you can get at 5. And the potential, I know that the Thompson twins, a lot of people are really high on. I know personally I really like Jarris Walker and Cam Whitmore and the things that they can bring as well. I think you can still get a really solid NBA player at 5. The only way I see Detroit, going in a different direction is if there's just a guy that they clearly like, or there's a situation that opens up. And I think we're gonna have a better idea of who's gonna be available on the market around the NBA draft, because the biggest thing about the NBA is that the free agency market is dead. Stars can move in the middle of their contracts, Portland has a top 3 pick, and we could potentially see guys like Damian Lillard could potentially be on the move this season. Minnesota might have to move a guy like Karl Anthony Towns. We could see Joel Embiid on the trade market in the next year. Like, it's about to get crazy. So what I would say is we might not even know who's available until around the draft. Like, we brought up, I know James Edwards did a great article of potential ideas, and the one that I liked, and I made this comparison, it would have to be an RJ Barrett-like guy who was a top 3 overall pick in his draft class, a guy who has proven that he's a solid NBA player, but there's still some upside there. If you're going to go do it, it would have to be something like that. But to me, I still see Detroit taking the pick at the end of the day. That's just
now. What about this potential deal? Orlando Magic open for their 6th and 11th pick to move into the top 5. If there's a potential to get a deal done there, are you open to it?
I mean, if you can trade back, you can get the 6th and 11th pick. I mean, I would certainly be open to having that conversation. Again, it's just what do you get in return, and what players do you like in this draft? If you could perhaps trade back, and instead of getting a guy like Cam Whitmore or Jarris Walker, at 5, if you trade back and you maybe, do the 6 and 11, you get Taylor Hendricks and say someone else down farther in the lottery, I certainly would be open to having that conversation. But again, that kind of leans back into what types of steps you want to make this season. Do you want to have more proven solid veterans who can help you win now? Or do you want to continue having more young projects in development? That's kind of the tricky thing. I mean, the good thing is Monty Williams is a great coach at development, but also at winning games. It's what he does. So whatever you do, you're going to be solid. It's just, again, if you add more rookies, I mean, again, that's just going to make the job of getting to the play-in a little harder, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, Sean, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining us. Tell your cat I said hi, and if he ever is considering transitioning, to come to advice for me, and I'd be happy to help. You have a great rest of your weekend, Sean. Thanks so much for joining us,
Sean,
buddy.
you're the man. Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. This is fun. Let's do it
again
soon.
Let's do it.
Anytime. Oh, my God. Let's take a break.
We got to have Sean on closer to the draft, too, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely. We'll take a break. When we get back, can't have James Edwards because he's mad. So
no, he's not. He's fine.
He is. No, he's not. He's
good.
Me. He doesn't like me. He doesn't like me.
Well, he likes me, so.
Well, that's great.
The show.
Figure it out.
We're still good. I got you.
Figure it out.
I got you.
You can bite that bullet.
He's a great guy.
Soft. Anyways, take a break. When we get back, Chris Middleton. Want to discuss that possibility. Hingus Pingus. Not a fan.
Hingus Pingus. Yeah, I'm not on that.
The options aren't the greatest. RJ Barrett. Dude shoots like 34% from 3 at volume. It's average. It's kind of okay, but I don't know. We'll take a break. We'll have some fun, and then we'll get to trivia. Trivia coming up in a bit. I can't wait. I'm gonna smoke Jeff, actually. You have no chance.
We will see.
The only thing you'll beat me in is possibly trivia. That's it. I mean,
yeah, that's why you were scared and didn't bring your PlayStation today, so we could game, right?
To be honest with you,
yeah.
If I'm being honest, I don't have insurance on the PS5.
It's not gonna break. You put it in the car, and you put it in the back, and you take it home, buddy.
It's hard to get them nowadays.
No, they're everywhere.
JB, is that true?
They actually kind of are everywhere.
Okay, never mind. Take back everything I just said. Let's go to break.
Monday, be a man of your word and show up to work with it. We'll take a break. But before we do, Jeff, our good friends over at Dispo.
Yeah, I'm going to need Dispo to get away from you, man, if I'm being honest with you. And I got the perfect place. If you want to, get right with Dispo, because they can take care of you. I just went there actually a week ago, and they welcomed me in. Their bud tenders are amazing. They're complimentary. They take care of you. Whatever your needs are, they cater specifically to your needs, and they elevate your senses and embrace the harmony of nature at Dispo Dispensary. Whether you're, again, a seasoned connoisseur like DMAC or you're new to the game like I am, Dispo has over 10 locations with experienced bud tenders ready to serve your needs. Visit disposhops.com today. That's DISPO shops.com. Your local plug for everything.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
How about that rookie? He is something else. How big is that?
Detroit sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
All right, we're back here on the Morning Woodward Show, where one of our co-hosts is a diehard Florida State fan, and, well, she got bad news yesterday. Team got their asses kicked again, by Oklahoma, who won their third straight natty, 53rd consecutive game, I believe. I mean, good for Oklahoma, by the way, and all those women. Am I allowed to say that, by the way? I'm allowed to call them women, right? That's not offending anybody. I can call them women.
They are women.
Thank God.
So,
thank God. So congratulations to all the beautiful, intelligent, athletic women at Oklahoma. Congratulations on your third consecutive natty. And let's have some fun today.
Could you beat any of the softball players in a 40?
I don't know. That's weird to say. I don't know.
I don't think you could.
I'm sure some could beat me.
I think most would beat you.
I mean, you're talking about prime shape of your life, athletes, versus my baby having ass at 29.
I feel like you just described our matchup.
Oh, you're not. Okay. Anyways, you're going to lose and you're going to feel like shit. All right. I might honestly put a dent in your ego, and you may never recover from it.
This was also the second time in their three-peat that they beat FSU.
Oh,
yeah,
no shit.
FSU in 2021 as well.
So you guys are the Buffalo Bills now of the 90s. All right, Gabby, trivia. Let's do it. Let's have some fun.
It's
Friday.
Trivia time! I'm so excited because this weekend, the one, the only, JB's girlfriend is headlining at Ford Field.
JB's
for
boothang.
2 shows. And we figured out pretty early on that Jeff and Adam's knowledge of Taylor Swift is minimal. So let's have some fun with it. And we'll see if Adam knows more about Taylor Swift than he does about the geography of the United States.
Thank you, Gabby. That's very nice.
If it's the same, I'm taking this dub. if it's the same.
Oh, God.
All right.
Let's do
it.
Gosh.
We have question number 1.
What do we got here? I'm nervous.
What year was Taylor Swift born?
Gosh, dude. Okay, so give me
1990.
I'm gonna go B, 1989.
B is the correct answer.
So she's turning 34. Fucking whore. God damn it.
And the only reason why I guessed that is because my brother was born in 91, and I think she's a little older than my brother, so I just went with 89.
Another hint might have been the fact that she has an album entitled 1989.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
I didn't
JB,
know that
you knew
either.
that.
Just another hint.
You were playing that album all night long with her. I know
JB
that.
gave her
I want
a whole
JB to keep
1989.
track of how many of these
1989 inches.
Gets correct.
How many? Who gets correct?
I want you to keep track of how many internally you're getting correct, because I'm just curious.
I mean, I knew that one. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'm 1 year older than her, so yeah.
Okay. Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Next up.
All right.
What do we got? What's the next one? Where's Taylor Swift
Taylor
from?
B, Tennessee.
I'm gonna go with Jeff here. B, Tennessee.
Taylor Swift is from Pennsylvania.
Fucking bitch.
Of course she is. Of course.
All right.
Stupid questions.
Tennessee, I don't know. That's just.
All right, next.
1-0, Jeff.
All right, no problem. No
All right,
problem.
whatever.
We're gonna recover. Come back strong.
Am I cheating?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
I don't know. I can't look at your screen. What's next?
I'm not cheating. All right, go on.
What is Taylor's lucky number?
She has a lucky number?
God,
Yes.
Well, it's not 13. It's not 13.
Why?
You're crazy if it's 13. If your lucky number's 13, you're an alien. So I'm gonna go 89 is a random number. Like I don't
know. After being with JB, I thought her lucky number would be 69. But what do I know?
All right, damn JB ain't taking a break today, man.
I'm
Give
gonna
me
go
30.
30?
15.
I'm gonna go with
Hey.
D, 13.
Hey.
The answer is 13.
What? Yes.
What?
1-1, bitch.
And she would write 13 on her hand. So now, those who are going to the concert, if you're around Detroit this weekend, if you see a bunch of girls running around with 13 written on their hand, that's a Taylor Swift thing. And
Okay.
a lot of people do it when they attend the concert.
It's not a body count thing. Because if
They
it was a
wear
body count thing,
because it is
the
her
answer would have been
lucky
C.
number. Lucky number.
Next question, please.
No one's lucky number is 13.
1-1.
Okay.
Bitch.
13.
What?
You're not ready for this.
Who is Taylor's song All Too Well about?
She's been with a lot of guys, man. I don't know which.
She dated Jake Gyllenhaal?
Well, I know. Did she date Taylor Lautner? Harry Styles, she might have
I'm
dated.
going Harry Styles on this one.
I want to agree. But also, is it Taylor Lautner?
Who's Taylor Lautner?
He's a Lions fan. Actually, I don't know much about him. I know he's an actor. I know he was in Twilight. I know he's a Lions
werewolf
fan.
from Twilight.
Give me D. I'll go with Harry Styles.
Okay, I think we're both right here.
All right, and the answer is Jake Gyllenhaal.
What?
And the second fun fact is that she has dated every single one of the names listed.
Wow. Jake Gyllenhaal?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Why
John
would he
Mayer,
subject
Taylor Lautner,
himself to that?
And Harry Styles.
But she didn't drop an album off of Jake Gyllenhaal because he would have
I'm
murdered
not
her.
going to give you any information because it may allude to an additional answer of the trivia.
God damn it. Did she?
Wow.
This whore. Why wasn't JB on the list? Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, JB, you should have definitely made that
Next
list.
question, please. It's 1-1.
Oh, gosh.
How many more questions do we have? Like 3 or 4? So I still have time to beat Jeff. All right.
Uh-huh.
What do we got?
1-1. Let's see if you can break the tie here. When is Taylor's birthday?
This is a 25% chance of hitting this. I mean, we don't. I could tell you don't know either. So let's just you pick one. I'll pick a different one. I'll go B, December 30th.
I'm gonna go D, December 18th.
All right. I'm sticking with B.
Can you just pick an answer and stick
B.
with it?
Give me B.
B and D?
Yeah.
The answer is C.
Of course it is.
13. Guys,
Oh,
the
because of the
context
lucky number.
clues.
Okay.
Well,
Now it all.
13.
Okay. Now
She
it
can go
The
fuck
89.
herself.
Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. See, it's
Ay,
cooking.
ay, ay.
That
It-
makes
it's
no
cooking.
sense.
13,
No. So
89. There's been consistencies
her body
throughout
counts
all of this.
107.
I'm
She's
just
not
gonna
allowed
put
to
it
have a
out
lucky number.
1989. Yeah, that's fair.
God damn it,
That's
man.
fair.
This
We
is
don't-
frustrating.
We don't know anything about Taylor Swift. How do we?
How am I losing to Jeff right now?
It's tied.
It's tied. 1-1.
1-1.
That's a loss for me.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
there is no second place because you never remember
Damn
who
it.
was in
Hold this
second.
What's the
L.
next one?
Bring up the next
Next
question.
up.
God, I am very frustrated right now.
What was the name of Taylor's first album?
Okay, there is no way her album was called Taylor Swift.
Want to bet?
Maybe there was one, but her first album, hey guys,
Okay, buddy,
Taylor
you have
Swift.
a 75% chance. Congratulations.
Give me
I'm going to let you say it first because I know the answer to this.
How do you know the answer?
I know the
to
answer
this?
to this.
Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah. So I can't say it because you copy me, bitch.
B.
Okay, good job. It is B.
It is D.
What? It's Taylor Swift. What? Dude, why? Your first album, your name?
Fearless is actually the name of her.
Are we back?
We're back. Sorry, that audio.
So where did we cut
Everyone-
off?
Taylor Swift is
Realizing that her
her first album was Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift was the first album.
What the fuck?
I don't know what to say. So
I'm upset.
That's an L. 1-1.
1-1.
Oh my god.
This is gonna be like the
It's
first.
coming down to the wire,
This is
but
gonna be like
don't worry, we'll have a rapid round in the next segment.
Okay.
But for now, next question, please.
Oh god.
One moment, please.
Yeah, this is gonna be like the first game the first trivia game where it was 1-1 at the very end.
What NHL team was Taylor in a commercial for?
I don't know. Which city
C.
did she sleep with most? Wow, that was quick.
Yeah, C.
Okay.
Why would you say that?
Just take a swing.
You're taking a swing or you know the answer?
I'm taking a swing. It's four. You got a
What
25%.
NHL team was Taylor Swift? I'm gonna go Nashville. It's a country town in Nashville.
And Adham Beydoun takes the lead.
Oh my god. She's from Philly or Pennsylvania. Jesus.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
Nashville country music. It only made sense.
See, I thought everything.
Sign me up.
Oh my god.
Call me daddy.
But I picked
2-1, baby. 2-1.
Better
We
pull
got
it
one
together
more?
here, Jeff.
Do we have one more?
There is
or
one more.
One more. So make or break. I just have to answer the same as Jeff and I win. Bitch. What country singer does Taylor have a song named after? Does she really?
Faith Hill. That's a dude.
It doesn't have to be a dude.
That is a
okay.
female
I thought it
country
was
singer.
again. I'm so used to her like breaking up with dudes and making songs, so it could be a girl.
Toby Keith sounds like a good song.
I feel like it's Tim McGraw. I don't know why. Give me Tim McGraw. Let's see.
I'm gonna go Faith Hill because she's a woman of faith, right? And that's something you could throw in a song title.
I don't know. Just
I'm gonna
just
go Faith Hill.
Give me Tim.
And I
McGraw.
think I win 3-1.
And it has been tied.
It's Tim McGraw.
It's Tim McGraw.
Let's go.
Wow, good thing I did a rapid round.
Go.
You guys tied it 2-2. Dang.
Let's do it.
The lack of
2-2.
knowledge is.
Yeah.
I mean, you should have had like a
you should
tie break. Like, what's her body count?
There is a tiebreaker.
Well, we're not both getting that.
All right, we'll do the tiebreaker next then. I'm so upset. You lucky ass. I should have answered the same as you. I thought I was right. We'll take a break, but before we go, Jeff, our good friends over at Big Boy.
Oh, let me tell you about our friends over at Big Boy. They got the Strawberry Fest, and it's back at Big Boy. You could get some breakfast items like some strawberry hotcakes or mouth-watering red velvet waffles. But if you're not feeling breakfast, get the strawberry bacon chicken wrap or get some dessert like their deep-fried vanilla Oreos or strawberry hot fudge cake, and so much more at Big Boy.
How would you like to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome. Make sure it's seen and heard. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
So Adam and Jeff had a very underwhelming performance in the first round of the Taylor Swift trivia, but our own resident Swiftie, JB, went 7 for 8 on the questions.
He dicked her down. Of course he would go 7 for 8.
What was the only one you got incorrect?
Her hometown. That's the only one I got wrong.
Yeah, she's not talking about his own her hometown.
What did you think it was?
When he's banging her.
I went with Tennessee.
Okay, so like me.
Yeah.
And I really thought that the commercial she was on would be for her hometown, but I don't know.
Well, people didn't know that she was a fan of Philadelphia sports until this year, until March.
Oh, gotcha.
Because she was playing in Philadelphia, and she has a song where she talks about an Eagles shirt on the back of a door, and everyone was like, is it Eagles like the band? Is it Eagles like the team? And she confirmed it while she was playing her show there, which is great for Eagles fans.
All right.
Still took that L. It's
Let's
2-2
do it.
though.
Let's do it.
Can still take the W.
I got this.
Okay,
I'm gonna 100% get every one of these right.
Okay.
Bold
see.
statement.
Let's see. So for this next round of trivia, the rapid round edition of the Taylor Swift trivia, we're going finish the lyric edition.
Oh God.
And then after the lyric is finished, we're going to see if JB can sing the lyric.
Yeah, JB.
I'll sing them. I'm gonna get every single
All
one
right.
right.
The first lyric, please, Alex. Our song is a blank.
Dude, if you get this, I'm gonna question everything about your life.
Can I see that
Our
again?
song is it?
Our song is
I don't know.
You got the tune. You're one step closer.
I don't know like what she said in the song, but I know like the. I don't know. It's like a. I don't know. I really don't know.
I'm gonna go tragedy.
Our song is a tragedy.
Is that even enough words? TRAGED.
It's like a something something door.
It's not even enough.
Is it like it's like something something door or like something? I don't know. I don't know.
You have to get the full lyric
I
in
don't
order
know.
for it to count for a point.
I don't know. I really don't know.
And JB, can you give the answer, please?
I'm not too sure if I know the answer fully, but I know it's our song is like a slamming swing door or something like that.
Very close.
So it's okay.
Slamming
I got the door.
screen door.
Slamming screen
That's
door.
all.
Yeah, but that's not enough
Our
fucking.
song is a slam screen
There's
door.
only like 8 letters available on the screen.
SLAMMING.
Oh, so slamming.
Well, slamming.
Oh,
but
I
it's
have to
the
finish.
screen
God,
door.
I'm
Oh, so I said the last
idiot.
one.
That's the first one.
God damn
said
it. Okay, so
door.
it's not only what's on the screen. All right, I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. Next
The
one.
rest are, you know.
Yeah, I took it L there. Let's see if I can get
It's
this
okay.
one.
We're still tied. We're fine.
The next one will give you all the spaces that you need, okay?
Oh, Okay.
Okay.
Let's go. What do we got?
Next lyric, please. I knew you were blank.
Trouble.
Mm,
Yeah.
Okay. That was fast.
Me and you bumped this before the show.
Yeah. This one was easy.
I walked in through
Me and Jeff were
Taylor
bumping.
Swift. We were Sounded like the Lions locker
Just
room.
grabbing each other's balls,
Okay,
singing this song. All right. Next song, please. 3-3.
Yo!
What do we got?
Because baby, now we got.
Okay, wait. Time out. Before he answers, is it who answers first?
It should be, because I got the last one technically. You didn't get it.
Okay, good. So I'm going to answer this one. Bad Blood. So now we're tied 3-3. That's fair.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bad Blood?
Let's hear it, JB. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
So now we got Bad Blood. Yes.
Oh, yeah. You got a fucking voice.
Man, he's smooth.
If I was Simon Cowell, I would hit the X so hard right away. I would just see you walking up the stage. Nope, I'm not giving you a chance.
Yep, Lisa made it. All right.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
All right, next lyric, please. Let's see.
I wear t-shirts.
T-shirts. Oh,
I got it.
That was pretty close.
She's a whore and I'm in the bleachers. Something like that, right? Isn't
She's
that
a
what she
whore
says?
and I'm in the
Something like that.
Like retract.
That's got to be a tie. We both said T-shirt.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, you both got it.
It was at the same time.
We might have to do a replay at the end to determine.
I'm Ray J. I hit it first. All right.
Chat.
Lucas, can you check the replay, please?
Chat, help me out.
Chat, who said it first?
That was close.
I said it first. Come on.
That was close.
All right. Well, let's see with the next lyric. Let me finish the lyric, and then you guys can answer. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, Adam got that one. I'll give it to him.
Yeah,
Chat
bitch.
agrees.
4-3. My lead.
I thought you guys had my back.
4-3. Okay.
My lead. What's the next lyric?
Final lyric.
What do you think?
When you think blank,
of her
I
or no?
hope you think of me.
When you think.
This is a very hard one.
When you think.
I mean, the whole 3-letter thing after think is throwing me off here.
It's the word when you think.
1, 2, 3 space. 1,
And then
2,
it's
3, 4,
6
5,
letters.
Yeah.
When you think.
I
mean, I hate Taylor
Jeff,
Swift.
if you can't pull something out here, you are handing the victory to Adam. So just.
Oh wait!
Long as
I know
on.
it.
Then
I know it.
Go ahead.
Wait, can I get a hint?
No, you said you know it. Why
was
would you
this
need a
part
hint?
of our earlier conversation?
If you said that you knew it, why would you need a hint?
Tim McGraw.
Adam wins. There we go!
I mean.
I give hints throughout.
Yes!
Do you really win? You know more Taylor Swift than
No,
I
I
do.
put 1 and 2 together. I know she always drops nuggets on these stupid fucking trivia things, okay?
As Taylor would call them, Easter
Like the
eggs.
lucky number 13
Easter
on the
eggs.
birthday, right?
Did
Was
you
that
really?
one of them?
Yes.
This is the second one. Eat
Can
my
we
balls.
see the winning graphic, please, Alex?
It's rigged. It's rigged, man.
It is not rigged. I'm your daddy. And you can address me as such for the rest of the show.
For the remaining show.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could have given me a boob job at least. And I could have gone a fucking tanning salon or something. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, I'll let you have the
I have
Taylor
a
Swift
floating
trivia
finger.
victory.
I love it. Great job.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Great
this
job,
was
Gabby.
fun. This was fun. Although I got to get educated on Taylor Swift. I mean, I thought you were going to throw. The only song I kind of know, I've heard of and I know of is the 22 song. But that wasn't in here.
Yeah, because you were singing it when you turned 22.
Everyone knows it.
I know. You threw in some tough ones.
Everybody sang 22 when they turned 22, if they were old enough, like
Whoa.
in that generation. You know?
Actually, I don't think I did.
Really?
Yeah.
You
I
not
was
once
in
nobody came up to you in a weird fucking way. We're like, Gabby, I don't know about you. No, none of that.
That's
No.
Really.
Can't say.
You got some normal friends. Thank
Yeah.
God. Good for you. Good for you. I'm
pretty
proud of you.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
We'll get you a Taylor Swift T-shirt. to go
On your
with it.
knees, peasant.
What?
On your knees.
Because I lost some Taylor
I'm your
Swift
king.
trivia?
I'm your king now for the rest of the
No.
show.
Okay, what I do want to
You're
know,
a
and we're
peasant.
going to put something
you're
up on
not.
socials
Take off your
later.
shirt so I can whip
do want
you.
to know,
Listen.
do you guys, are you, wait, are you over or under 5 players and coaches going?
What are you doing? You fucking no. What the fuck are you, dude? All right. You know what? I'm getting up. I'm gonna whoop his ass. I'm done with this.
Get on your knees.
You want to get? We could get the gloves on right now. We could do Jake Paul, Nate Diaz right now.
Build me a statue of myself.
No.
And if you get tired too damn bad, keep going.
You see this man? Can you guys believe this? He wins in Taylor Swift trivia. Now he's the king. I mean, you can have that W. You can have it.
You know what's one of my greatest memories growing up, by the way?
What?
Watching that one journalist in Iraq throw a shoe or a slipper at George W. Bush. Do you guys remember that?
No.
That was the meme of the fucking century. That was a big deal. Some journalist just got pissed off, picked up a shoe, you motherfucker. And what? To be credit to Bush, boom, boom. Fucking dodged them both. It was great.
Didn't Obama get a shoe thrown at him too?
No. Nobody threw shit at Obama. He just killed kids and nobody cared about it. Whatever.
Oh my God.
So I do
Truth
have
hurts.
to say on socials later today, we're going to be throwing out there to everybody. What's your over under 5 players and coaches from the Lions attending Taylor Swift this weekend? So
I'm gonna
what's
go.
y'all's answers?
I'm gonna go over.
Over. What's the number?
5.
Yeah, over 5. Wait, just the individuals, right? Not their families.
I'll do under.
No, I'd go well over. I bet they're all Swifties in Ford Field or Allen Park.
Guess we'll see.
We'll find out.
Be on the lookout for that on socials today.
I feel like you know.
Of course she knows. That's why she would ask the question, you dick.
I have a good idea. I don't have like full confirmation, but I'm tallying.
Because I know it's Goff,
Campbell.
Dan Campbell.
Probably Taylor.
But like who?
What's his face?
It's got to be Aiden Hutchinson.
I can see like
Just
Jack
Taylor
Campbell.
Decker.
Aiden, that's 3.
Yes.
Aiden
Jack
probably
Campbell, I
goes.
feel like would go for some reason. I don't know.
No. Jack Campbell doesn't
He's
involve himself in any public light.
Okay, well that's 3. So you got to find me 3 more, Mr. Over.
All right, I'm taking the over.
All right.
Anyways, when we get back, we'll continue the show. Myself, Gabby, and our Italian peasant, Jeff. We'll wrap up the show.
This guy.
Maybe we'll do some mailbag. I don't know. We'll have some fun coming up next. But before we go,
the audacity.
You peasant, read the Swiss insurance read.
Oh, I'll tell
like
you,
a
you're
good peasant.
gonna need insurance
You're
after
gonna
the
need
show. I'll tell you
insurance.
that. I'll make sure you disappear. Swiss Insurance Group. Now that summer's here, it's important that you make sure you are properly covered, whether it's at a grad party or just a group of people over to enjoy the lake or pool. Your liability exposure increases significantly in the summertime. Let's let the Swiss Insurance Group review your coverage and make sure you are protected from an unexpected loss. Check out the Swiss Insurance Group, SwissINS.com, or call Mark today at 248-800-4177.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show here at woodwardsports.com. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're listening via podcast, download this episode and leave a 5-star review. If you're watching on the website, check out all of our clips, articles, merchandise, everything's going on there. And then tune back in at 11 a.m. for Big D Energy, 2 p.m. for Ermanni and Edwards with Maz, and 5 p.m. for the Woodward Heavyweights. No fumble that time.
Good job. Well, I didn't distract you either. Right? You never really fumble.
Screaming before
I'm just getting my vocals ready, you know?
Apparently your Taylor Swift vocals getting ready.
Man, let me tell you, I can sing. I used to do choir back in the day.
What was your guys' first concert that you went to?
I've never been to a concert.
We
talked about this yesterday. You missed out. I've never been. Does Steve Aoki count at the Fillmore? I mean,
I mean that's a concert to some extent. It's
I've never been to Pine Knob or any of that shit. So
my first concert was actually I didn't go to concerts when I was younger, but I went to Travis Scott's Astroworld when he came to Little Caesars Arena. That was my first concert. And then I haven't been to a ton, but I go to the ones I want to go to. I don't just go to a ton of concerts. So check off the bucket list, and I'm good. But Travis Scott was my first one.
That's cool.
At LCA.
I regret never being able or thinking of going to an Eminem concert back in the heyday.
Yes, I do remember this conversation.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
I want you both to take a wild guess at what my first concert was.
Kid Rock.
No. She went to a...
I just threw that out there.
Can I get the state? Was it in Michigan or Florida?
Michigan.
Okay. How long ago?
A while.
Like when you were 6, 7?
6.
Your first concert...
Was it super
either-
famous? Or like...
Yes.
It was Michael Jackson.
No. Fuck. JB?
Britney Spears?
No.
Like it's got to be like
Backstreet Boys?
It's got to
No,
be. It's got to
closer.
be.
Nickelback.
No.
NSYNC.
Nope.
NSYNC. Closer.
Justin Bieber.
Celine Dion.
JT?
No.
Oh, jump.
One Direction.
No.
One Direction.
No.
Well, actually, she
High
was
School
6.
Musical.
High School Musical.
Been to it. No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Close to NSYNC and Backstreet Boys? I mean, who the hell else was it?
All right, just who is it?
98 Degrees?
The Beach Boys.
Oh, I was not.
Oh.
The Beach Boys.
I don't know why I didn't think of the Beach Boys. God damn it.
The Beach Boys.
Yep. I went with my aunt. I wore a lei and a Gap baseball cap. And we sat at Pine Knob on the lawn on a blanket.
Hell yeah.
That was my first concert.
Hell yeah.
Hannah Montana was shortly after.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got to see.
Yeah, but she can sing though. You know, there's a lot of people that like are artists, but she can fucking sing. I know she's a crackhead now, but is she
No,
or did she recover?
She definitely could sing. I don't know what point she's at. She's had a couple ups and downs. I'm not sure if she's
I
on
remember
upward
the
or-
lesbian-
I think she's more on the upward side right now.
Is she good?
I think so.
I think she's hotter when she's like a woman than when she's like naked holding a dildo. I don't know if you guys have seen that picture.
I did see that era. I went to her Bangers tour when she was at the Palace.
Yeah.
I was there
That
for
was-
that. And there was like a tornado outside. I had no clue what was happening. Came
There you
out, trees down. No electricity anywhere else but the Palace. It was wild.
JB, you don't know anything about that photo, right?
I have no idea what that photo is at.
Why do I see that? Someone I follow on Twitter posted it. Who was it? It's Kendra Lust. Kendra Lust posted that picture. That's how I know it. What?
And you said you followed her.
Yeah, I was gonna say no.
You said you followed her.
She followed me first, by the way.
You outed
Kendra
yourself.
Lust?
Yeah. I did not follow. I didn't even know who she was up until she followed me.
Now
Then I realized she's like a big Detroit sports fan. I'm like, oh, maybe she listens to the show. That's cool. And I followed back. And occasionally, there's some things that show up on my timeline.
All
It's like,
right.
okay.
Now you see.
Just gotta accept it.
I'm sure you're very familiar with her now.
When you're that famous, you just gotta accept what comes with the territory. You know.
All right. Dante just donated $5. Shout out to you, Dante. He said a concert I went to twice was Nelly when he went to Traverse City during Cherry Festival. It was an awesome concert. Nelly?
Man, Nelly.
That would have been a concert, man.
That was actually a good concert.
Yeah, I know that was fun.
If there was one concert you could go back in time to and like experience, what would it be? Someone's concert, dead or alive, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I could pick anybody. To go to a
Yeah,
concert.
anybody you want.
I would easily do Eminem. That's one guy. That's one guy I've never seen. One of my all-time favorite artists, especially in Detroit. So
JB, you're gonna have an interesting answer. You're
It'd be
born in
Eminem.
'89, so
I want to say MJ, but I don't think I would really have that much fun. If anything, I would love to go back and see Eminem, 50 Cent, Little John. They did an anger management tour at Comerica Park. That was fun.
What's
Yeah.
yours, Adam?
MJ would be.
I would honestly. I want to go to an NWA concert, like back when they were like on the scene. It was all new. People were fucking getting shot.
Yeah, but then the concert gets shut down halfway through.
Yeah,
because they sing a song that they're not
Great.
supposed to.
You get arrested, hit by a baton by a bunch of officers. It's great. Kidding me? Do
This
cocaine?
guy- what?
Experience. I didn't say to enjoy. I said to experience.
Yeah, you'd experience it, all right.
Hell yeah.
You probably.
What am I gonna go do at a Michael Jackson concert? Huh? The only fun activity that's going on is what's happening on behind the stage, where they got all those little kids lined up going into a bus.
I would want to see Elvis.
What is it?
I would want to see prime Elvis.
Oh, that's a good one.
Like the craze.
Did
and
you
the
see
mania
the
behind
documentary that came out, or was it his film?
It was the film with
Where they
Austin
showed
Butler.
Yeah, but they showed like prime footage of him. Dude was a animal.
I just don't feel like we have any of that. Like, there's definitely that craze. Like, I think there's
Not
crazy
anymore.
Taylor Swift fans as we see, but it's not like that anymore because I think it's because of social media.
Yep. I don't think people appreciate movies.
Of the people in the crowd for Elvis and for the Beatles. Like, if I could go back and see that and be a part of that.
God,
like,
they used to fill cities. I mean, who's the other guy? God, the famous one. He was played by the Egyptian dude. Great
Freddie
vocals.
Mercury.
Huh?
Freddie Mercury?
Freddie Mercury. To go to one of those
Yeah.
concerts would be fucking wild. Thank you.
Mhm.
That would be great. That'd be a fun experience. Who else would I want to go to? Did anybody get shot during a concert? I want to go to one of those. Anybody ever get killed while performing?
I guess it depends on the
I
venue.
want to go watch Selena. That'd be a dope one. Isn't her name Selena, I think?
JB?
Yeah.
Yeah. The
one that
Hispanic
got shot
chick.
at the...
Got killed by the psycho, whatever her lady was. She
Wait,
was good.
What happened?
And she was hot.
What happened?
Dude, long story.
Whitney Houston is another one that I'd want to see.
Whitney
live.
Houston's interesting.
Just like seeing her live, hearing her live. You know that she's singing live. Where now you're like, are they singing live? Are they lip syncing?
That's fair.
Like in a small
fair.
venue. That would be
Mailbag time.
Oh, yeah, we got to go to mailbag. Well, there you go. Show's almost over. Mailbag time. We'll be right back in just a minute. But before we do, if you're between the ages of 14 and 19, get your asses to Planet Fitness. You can work out for absolutely nothing. That's right, for free. You can work out all summer long up until August 31st. And if you're not, well, your fitness is essential. Sign up for only $10 a month. Visit them at planetfitness.com.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show here at WoodwardSports.com. Thanks for sticking with us all morning, all week. Tune back in at 11 a.m. for Big D Energy, 2 p.m. for Ermanni and Edwards Maz, and 5 p.m. for the Woodward Heavyweights. Over the weekend, catch us on socials at Woodward Sports. Listen to previous episodes wherever you listen to podcasts and download and leave a 5-star review, or check out our clips or YouTube channel for previous live episodes and clips of all the shows, because that would make sense.
I guess.
Mailbag time.
Mailbag time. Drop your questions in the chat. Jeff, myself, Gabby, and JB will answer them all as they come. Mailbag, sumo wrestling, and the Woodward Olympics. Nope. I think the only two people that would qualify for sumo wrestling in terms of weight are the heavyweights.
Yeah, that's it.
So it's only a two-man race at that point.
I would love to see those two square off in a sumo match. Now that would be interesting.
Adam, why do you like to eat like a poor by eating hot dogs over brats? What the fuck is that? What's a brat?
Bratwurst.
Brats. Oh, the salt. Okay.
What about this one? Steve says, Mailbag Gabby, if you were to have a band, who would it be? Who would be
I
in
just
it from
called them
Woodward
all
Sports?
hot dogs, by the way. Sorry. Like, to me, they're all hot dogs, right?
No, they're different. Bratwurst
I
is
know,
more of a
but like to me, they're all like.
Flavor, Germany. That's where they're from. Hot dogs, American.
Okay. What do I know?
Prepared differently.
Okay,
Yeah,
I gotta try brats.
if you're starting a band, who's in it? Steve-O asks.
I don't know, like, the musical abilities of the people of Woodward Sports.
At
so-
Woodward Sports, I'm going JB, low key.
Well, obviously JB.
He would be-
JB's a shoe-in. I think Chris would definitely be
Platt?
involved. Yeah.
Oh no, he's suspect.
I don't know. I feel
would
like
be careful.
he knows a lot. Maybe
Depends
a
what kind of band you're trying to
Knows
make.
a lot
If
about
you're trying to
music.
make an
He knows his
LGBTQ
music.
band, I think Chris is the first pick overall.
No, don't do him up. Well, he did go to Pickles and Brothers in
I'm
Milwaukee.
just saying.
I got to hold him accountable
I didn't say
for that.
anything mean.
I don't know. I would have to put
And if
some
you
more
want to make a
thought into
rock
this.
band, you start with Spencer. Like,
Well, who said it's a rock band?
okay, well, that's why I'm asking to define what kind of band it is.
Well, I think you would go rock for traditional sake. And I think you would go JB. I think you would go Lucas. He gives off kind of that punk vibe with the shaved head.
Yeah,
Like,
but Lucas is
he
the
would have like a tambourine. He would
Linkin
be
Park
fine.
punk vibe
No,
kinda.
Lucas
Well, if you're thinking rock, like you got to have somebody that's going to be in the skinny jeans, like making weird moves in the back, and I think Lucas would fit that bill.
We should hire Lucas to just be the sign language guy for the concert.
No, I feel like that would be Jeff.
Wait, do what?
You're the sign language guy, so you like do the signs and all that shit.
Off on the side of the stage.
Off on the side. And then everybody on stage will think like you're bumping, but you're not. You're like trying to communicate to blind people.
I can't do
Or,
that
deaf
because
people,
I would be
excuse me.
bumping while doing
Right?
it. Like, there's no way I can't be at a concert translating sign language without dancing. Like, it's...
Well, they do that. That's part of the language. There's
Oh,
the movement
God.
behind it. It's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, because
Because you
then
see,
they
you
wouldn't
see the
know.
videos come out afterwards from especially the Super Bowl. I think you saw it this year with Rihanna, the girl who did the ASL for it, went completely viral afterwards because of how good her ASL was and how emotional she was while doing it. It was really cool. Everyone
I'd kill that.
Yeah,
I'm sure you would. You know how to use your hands, buddy.
Hey, yo!
All right, moving on.
Here.
Oh, God. Who will lead... Oh, wait, probably D-Mac, considering he is in a band. Yeah, but, like...
Oh, well, that's... yeah.
D-Mac would be the drummer. And then you would mute the mic on the drums so
Dude.
nobody could hear him, and he'd play the music over.
You're an ass.
D-Mac for sure in it.
Burberry Terry asked Mailbag, Jeff, what fights we got our eye on tomorrow for the UFC? I got two. Amanda Nunes is fighting. JB, I know we're locked into that. She's going to win. And then I'm watching Beneil versus Charles Oliveira, which I'm actually going with Beneil. I'm riding with Beneil. He's underrated.
Is that his name?
Yep. That's your boy.
He's Iranian.
Okay, now he's not your boy.
That is not my boy. I don't have any problems with Iranians, by the way. I think their people are subjected to bullshit.
Yeah, give me...
I have a problem with their government, that's all.
Give me
Just
Beneil,
to be clear.
Beneil and Amanda Nunes. You know the deal. You know the deal,
God.
Burberry.
Gabby, are you going to an event today, or is the dress just because you wanted to?
It's a
Well, it's
sundress.
actually because she's trying to show off to her former, or future, husband. One of them is an offensive lineman for the Lions. Potentially.
No.
Okay.
No.
It's a sundress,
Kibosh.
bitch. Get
It's
it right.
It's a sundress. It's a sundress, okay? It's not that dressy. It's one shoulder. I like to look presentable for work, and that's where I'm at.
Good for you.
Thank you.
You go.
Here on Mark
YPD.
says, Mailbag, Adam, would you sweep Jeff's leg to better your chances on the race?
Would I what?
Would you sweep my leg to better
No,
your chances
I would just
on the
beat
race?
you. You have no
You're
chance.
100% tripping me.
You
There's
have no
way.
chance. Your only hope
Are you sure?
is that I have a heart attack mid-run. That's your only hope.
Are you locking that in as your final answer?
You're
locking that
It's
in?
a guarantee.
Oh, guarantee.
Yeah.
Who made a guarantee? Who was that? I forgot where they made a guarantee they'd beat this specific team and they lost. I forgot what happened. Anyway, that's you. You're going to guarantee a win and take that L. That's fine. You can do
All right,
whatever you
buddy.
want. You can guarantee these nuts.
You're gonna
How about
regret
that?
it, and then panties are gonna be all up in a bunch, and then you're gonna have me replaced with Flannel Sam because you don't want to do a show with me anymore because I fucking beat you in a race. All right, that's what's gonna end up happening.
Noah M
and you're
says,
gonna have to live with it.
Noah M says this race is going to be to Jeff what the Atlanta series was for Ben Simmons. So completely just shattering my
Oh, yeah.
confidence and never becoming the same guy again.
100%.
It could happen, Noah. It easily could happen, but it's not going to.
Oh,
it's not
God.
going to.
With a lot of these 30 for 30 docs coming out, would you guys want to see a documentary on the Lions as a franchise? No. No.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
we
No.
know.
No.
We know.
No.
And we don't want to
We
see
don't want to know more.
Yeah, we know
Any more
enough.
than we have already known and experienced.
We know
No,
enough.
thank you. I don't need that reminder. Okay? I'm done.
Yeah.
On to the next thing. No.
Brandon asked Mailbag, Adam, how long till the baby comes?
Early to mid-July. We'll see. I know.
Your phone rang today, and I was like, I hope it's not his wife, and he's declining the phone call, and she went into labor early.
No.
Like, are you gonna have like 3 calls, and then you know that it's the call?
I'm honestly so nervous. And it has nothing to do with me or the baby or anything. I'm like just nervous for her. I just want her to be okay.
Yeah.
You know? It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Fucking miracle.
Life.
You know? Seriously. That's crazy.
Gabby is dating a Lions offensive lineman. No, I am not. That would be unprofessional. I am covering the team, setting the record straight. No.
Just joking.
Adam was joking. Funny joke. Setting the record straight.
Oh, God. When you're away for baby birth, who will be in your seat? Probably Flannel Sam. Flannel Sam. I think it's a good choice. I'll just FaceTime you guys.
Oh, don't worry.
Expect pictures.
Oh
at
yeah,
some point.
of course. No, of course.
When you get a moment after like the.
I'll show you guys in person. I'm not gonna be those fucking weird people that post the day of their child being delivered. X person has been brought into this world. I'm so thankful. My life. Shut the fuck up. All right.
I don't know. Maybe you'll have a changed heart.
No, I won't. No, there's common sense and heart. Like, my kid is mine. It's my property. It's not yours. You don't have to fucking raise him. I do. None of you have to see him. Anyways.
Bean Wright says, mailbag, have you guys listened to John Zerka? A must do. I love John Zerka.
I've never heard of him.
And you would love him too.
Who is
I know you. Just an outspoken, says whatever he wants to say. He's tried to get canceled multiple times, and he just.
What is he? A comedian, politician?
No, he's just. He just goes on YouTube, says a bunch of random crap. Now, I don't agree with everything, but he is hilarious. He
Okay.
is. I think you'd love him, to be honest with you.
Any weekend plans, guys? What do you got going this weekend?
I got family this weekend.
Yeah.
Graduation for a niece.
Grad season.
Not niece, I'm sorry. Wow, cousin.
Mhm.
My nephew's birthday, first birthday is Sunday.
What's the theme of the party?
I have no idea. I don't really talk to my
I
brother.
love a first birthday theme.
Oh yeah, they're doing it at a hall. I'm sure it's gonna be themed with something. I don't know.
Please come back with the details.
Yeah, I'll bring back the details Monday.
Let me know what her push present was. If she
Her
received
push
one.
present?
Yeah.
It's a year past.
I know, but just for the details' sake, for the follow up.
I gotta get my wife a push present, don't I?
Well,
I'll end up
what are
getting
you
her a
getting her?
bag. I'll probably get her a bag. I'll get her a bag with
And
like
you can
a.
add that to your list this weekend, going shopping.
Yeah, I can just do it online.
Yeah. What are you doing this weekend, Jeff?
Well, according to Adam, I'm partying every single day, and that's what I'm doing. But no,
just
I'm
do
not.
me a favor.
I'm just hanging
If
out.
you are
I'm not
going to
doing
do it,
much. No,
be
I'm not doing
responsible.
anything.
No, just be responsible, and don't ever, Jeff. No
What?
matter how big you become in your life or career.
What?
Don't ever do what Zion Williamson is
I
doing.
would- no, I
Okay,
would
don't
never
be
do
blowing
that.
your load
No,
and a bunch
I-
of 400-pound hippos that strip in Atlanta. Okay, just
I'm not
don't do
doing
it.
that.
Save yourself the headache.
I'm
Okay,
chilling.
go
JB,
find
we
yourself
know
a
where you're gonna be
conservative,
this weekend.
good woman.
Yeah.
That's gonna take care of you. That's gonna be able to raise your kids.
The only one that's going to be in someone's pants this weekend is JB. All right, he's busy with Taylor Swift.
She's not
I will
fucking-
be-
The real question that I want to know for JB is: will you be in the celebrity tent or will you be in the family tent on the floor?
Probably have to be the family tent.
Yeah.
Gotta get to know mom and dad a little bit more. So.
And then you'll be in her bedroom later that night.
No, she'll be too tired.
Well-
I bet you Taylor Swift wears a strap in the bedroom. That's why she scared so many dudes off.
She is a 3.5-hour show this weekend at Ford Field. If you are attending, I hope the 13 stays on your hand. If you are not attending, if you are maybe a partner attending, a boyfriend attending, you now have plenty of great trivia to go around, to throw around. Look like you know what you're talking about. Make sure to bring a friendship bracelet.
I'll be hooping.
My sister got one of those VIP boxes, by the way, from the Taylor Swift stuff. So she's on cloud 9 right now. She's
that's
going
exciting.
tomorrow and for Saturday.
Heck yeah.
Both?
Yeah, both my sisters.
But you said tomorrow and Saturday.
Oh, sorry, today and Saturday. I apologize.
They're going both days?
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome.
Those
Yeah,
are
they're
Swifties.
what you call Swifties.
Yeah.
And
They'll
I'm
have the 13. They'll have
disappointed.
the friendship bracelet.
probably.
Love it.
All right, we're out of here. Enjoy your weekends. All of you, especially JB. He's going to be a freak in the sheets this weekend with my girl Taylor Swift. I can't wait. Jeff, you have a great weekend. Stay out of Snapchat and Twitter, and don't be blowing your load into strippers.
Will not
Gabby,
be
you have a
doing
great
that.
rest of your weekend. You look lovely today. Alex, go fuck yourself. Lucas, fuck you. Everybody else, have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you Monday.